Is this stream rated
Squirtle,
18 plus?
Squirtle.
Because Izzy is doing all kinds of flirting with the camera.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, big boy.
Just
I gotta keep up with the. I gotta keep up with the. What is it called the hot tub streamers?
You need to stop.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Bring my
I don't
level
think that
up.
I can.
Okay, cool. They can hear us. We did it.
Great.
You can hear us?
Everybody. Welcome to the stream.
That like that?
It
Can,
looks like
can you
it.
hear
I don't
that?
see any,
Can you hear my
like-
sexy growl?
I can hear it.
Oh God.
Sexy. Sure.
Absolutely.
Let us
Oh, no.
Okay.
chat.
My sunglasses.
I think we did it. I think we saved it.
Okay. All right.
Sorry about
Chat
that.
real quick. Would somebody please drop in and let us know if you can hear us, see us real quick, so we can move forward with confidence.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you hear? Hello?
I'm really glad that these sunglasses are prescription because otherwise I wouldn't be able to see anything.
Oh.
Although it is a little
you-
dark.
Are you blind?
I'm blind.
Okay. Let's see.
Yes.
I mean,
Does somebody need
chat's
to-
not saying anything.
Well, I'm gonna go check on my phone
Yeah, check on the phone.
because maybe it got bumped
We,
because of the tech issues, and now nobody sees that we're live, and we're just gonna have
that
to,
could.
fight through it.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, that may happen, but yeah.
Fair.
If anybody is here, and if you just arrived, sorry, we are running a little late. We had experienced some technical difficulties. We're hoping you can see and hear us now because we are ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
I put on my cool guy
Um,
sunglasses and made it happen. Hopefully, it looks like it. All in I'm not seeing any indicators that we're having a problem. But let me check the channel. Fire and
If anybody is in
dice.
chat right now, if you wouldn't mind just giving us a little typity do to let us know you can
Says that
see
we're
and hear
live.
us.
Yeah.
And
Got an ad.
Little tap,
Ooh.
tip, tap.
love those ads. You know,
Tap tap
so
tap taparoo.
Yeah.
tactical RPG. I
There we
really kind of. It's always go for the ads first. I guess not always, but usually you want to go for the ads first.
But let me check the channel. Fire.
Ooh.
And
If
anybody is in chat right now, looks like we're there. Looks like
Okay.
we're cruising, my babies.
All right. I hear
Cruising.
it.
Butter
Well, here we
smooth.
go.
Awesome.
Let's do this. We are ready for some Dungeons and Dragons. So we lost the recap we did before, right? Do we need to recap again?
I would say
probably.
let's give it a couple minutes and just let people start showing up again.
I'm gonna put on my regular
Okay.
glasses because
You
it
know
is
what I
too
mean?
dark.
And then we'll go from there.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we can do that.
we should probably maybe riff for a couple more. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, I can riff.
Because we had the warm.
I'm Riff Raff.
Riff Raff. Yo,
Sweet
have
rat.
you seen? Do you keep up with Riff Raff's Instagram? It's quite entertaining.
Is
The
that?
man is so in character.
Who
I
is
didn't know there was a
Riff
person
Riff
called
Raff?
Riff Raff.
Oh,
You
he's
ever
a
watched
rapper.
Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Raff? No, I need to. It's my mom's favorite movie when she was a teenager.
I have also never seen it.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Not sure if
Like
that's
ne-
the riffraff you're talking about, Dave.
I'm talking about MTV's Riff Raff.
Riff, the Raff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
when
live
you say
Raff.
Riff Raff, I think of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I think of Street Rat. I think of Aladdin.
I think of the rapper with a shark tooth
Riff
grill and a
Raff,
blue husky.
Street Rat. I
Oh,
don't
is that the
buy
guy that says my main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody?
That sounds
one?
like Riff Raff. That sounds like him.
Okay.
I've seen that
He's
that
hilarious.
Vine, but I didn't know that it was like actually like a person
Putting it together.
That's so funny. Well then,
So,
Well, hello, chat. If
hello.
you're
Hello?
here, we are also here.
We should definitely cut this part out of the YouTube VOD if we have that option.
yes.
Alexa.
Let's hopefully do that.
I mean, someone will do a comment at
Yeah.
one point at the start of the video.
That's true. Video starts at 39:04. No.
Me and Izzy are playing the credits right now.
This is
Yeah.
my post-it note. They're not as cool as yours. It's
I
just
love
like
the slinky notes.
I don't have a I made a heart. I made a dank little heart. a little crooked, but it's fine. It's mine.
It is my heart. My heart will go on.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that's about as up as it's gonna get. So let's just pick up where left we off. Do we want to do
All right,
the recap
perfect.
again?
Yeah, we gotta start. We gotta give people the recap for what happens if they have some context for this episode.
Mhm.
Yeah. So last time you guys, so we just kind of quick. I'll do like the broad recap for like where we're at in the adventure, and then you guys can jump in with kind of what happened to your characters in the last episode. Okay. Overall, this is the setting of Arvoluthel. You have basically our heroes have been wandering around the continent, trying to stop a demonic dark age that has been is being driven by an ancient dark power named Nixilus, and facilitated by a mysterious organization called the Black Hand. They've gone kind of all over the place. I mean, in the last episode, I guess the last 3 episodes, they had been fighting an ancient green dragon that tried to steal somebody, had tried to steal Blixa's dragon. They are a Drake Warden, and try to steal your Drake. So you guys slew that dragon 2 episodes ago, and then discovered its hoard, where you got a lot of magic items, where the DM may have like given them access to like 6 dragon hordes as opposed to like 6 like piles of a dragon horde, but we're not going to worry about that. They got a lot of really cool magic items. It's canon now. So, and one of those things they found was a deck of many things. So I think last episode you guys decided to open that up, and what happened?
I've got some detailed notes if y'all don't.
Go ahead, go for it.
Strange and unusual.
You drew more cards than I did.
Okay.
So you go first.
So yeah, why don't we talk about the cards that we drew? So the first card I drew was Ruin. So all of the probably about 100,000 gold, with like probably close to as much in diamonds, probably on average about like 75% of that being diamonds. As far as the treasure goes, that's all gone, but we got a whole metric fudge ton of magic items. I got a Ring of Regeneration, an Ion Stone of Agility, a Staff of Power, 2 superior potions of healing, potion of mind reading, and a bunch of water lilies, which is also nice. But
yeah,
that's
through the swamp.
Yeah. So upon drawing the Ruin card, all of my wealth just disappeared. It was eaten up by the deck of many things. The next card that I drew from the deck of many things was the Throne card, which gave me proficiency in the Persuasion skill and doubled my proficiency bonus on checks made with that skill. In addition, I gained rightful ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world, and that somewhere in the world was outside of Valentia.
Yep. Bold that.
However, the keep is currently in the hands of monsters, which we must clear out before we can claim it as ours. In addition to that, I have a ward. I have a young ward, the Robin to my stoned Batman. His name is Reggie. His full name is Rugalach. I thought it would be cute to have Grugach and Rugalach.
I'm just going to call him Arugula.
But his name is Reggie.
And
his friends call him Reggie.
You also got the Medusa card, right? The one that gives you -2.
Yes. Where did I not write? I thought I wrote that down. Maybe there's more.
How convenient that you didn't.
Probably too busy being sad. Did I pull the Medusa card? Was that me?
Yeah.
Okay. What does the Medusa card do again? I pulled
-2 to all your saving throws.
card.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
-2
right.
to
Oh my
all
god.
My saving
The
throws. I know
only
I have it
thing
in
that
D&D
can-
Beyond, but
I think the only thing that can reverse that is like
a wit.
not even a wish spell
A
can. I think
god.
it's just,
A
I think it's like a
god.
god.
Ooh,
Yeah, like literally Arbithod could help me.
Yeah.
That's it.
maybe.
Maybe.
Help me, Arvathod. You're my only hope.
Yeah.
Arbithod's helped me. Like, I've asked for a lot from Arbithod. Arbithod's been keeping Greg alive for quite some time. Maybe like see how worthy Greg could be.
We shall see.
Mhm.
Yes. So,
All right.
okay, but there's more detailed notes. That's
Oh my
just
gosh.
that's
All
just
right,
on
quickly,
the good side.
quickly.
Okay, so we met Dane of the Oath Keepers, and he was of the Oak Striders as well. They were given charge and took oaths to keep the land safe.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. You're jumping over everybody else's cool stuff.
Oh, right. We're
All right.
about
So
Luke.
here, let me back up just a
We'll
little
get
bit.
back
At
to
the
the story.
beginning of the episode, Blix did, they disappeared. Like they just walked into a portal and disappeared for
I'm gone.
the rest
Mhm.
of the session. So we'll see what happens to them at maybe today. And then Larissa, you found some cool stuff real quick.
Yeah, I found geez, what did I find? I got a potion of clairvoyance, potion of invulnerability, superior potion of healing.
You don't have to tell us all the stuff, just like your favorite thing.
Yeah. Let's see. I got some other stuff. I got dimensional shackles.
Okay. Well, tell us about the card that you drew.
The card that I drew gave me a magic item appeared in my hand, and it was a dagger that in the book it's called the Blade of Broken Mirrors. And it spoke to me, and I was like, "Who are you?" And he was like, "Your loyal servant, Nixilis wishes he was me." And I was like, okay. So I'm not attuned to it yet because I'm attuned to too many things already right now. But it does a lot of really cool stuff, such as one of the things being if I like throw it at an enemy, it will come back to me.
Yeah. And when you
like a
kill people with
boomerang.
it, you can turn into that person as a disguise,
Jeez.
just like as an action. It's pretty great.
So it's pretty cool. So that makes 2 daggers that speak to me. So I've got fun voices in my head happening. And that was the only card that I drew because I'm a big chicken.
That's okay.
Nolan, what did you draw?
Yeah, Nolan, popcorn to you.
One question. Do the daggers speak to each other in your head?
It hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cool. I fought the Grim Reaper. I got a cool sword. Someone took all my lunch money, and then I went comatose, and now I'm hanging out with someone else.
That was a great recap.
Yeah, that was a great recap. Inspiration point for brevity and being like just freaking hitting all the points.
Cool. If I had a character, I'd spend that inspiration point.
Yeah, so his soul got separated from his body and is now somewhere under guard of someone powerful.
Somewhere out there.
So we shall find out hopefully what happens there. All right, guys, thank you for the recap. I'm ready to actually play some Dungeons and Dragons. We are like 40 minutes into this episode. I'm ready to do this. So with that, opening my notes.
We met Dane Oakstrider, and he talked about killing all the high elves because they don't worship Arbathod, they worship the stars. And he was like, no, Arbathod is the one and only god that matters. And so we're like, okay, we'll think about it. And so he led us to the we all traveled together to the wood elf capital and met up with Grint's mothers, and that's kind of where we ended the session, was after that sort of reunion.
Yeah, that was
you guys
tense
return
and
his
awkward.
body?
Yes, they did. So yeah, that's where they ended. Is they returned Grint's body, who had been sacrificed by the Black Hand to open up the portal to the Hawthorne Throne, the last temple that you cleansed. They returned his body to them, and they were obviously very sad. There was kind of some words as Alara and Sarah talked with Astral, the girlfriend, and she being a high elf. There was a lot of tension, especially since Sarah had joined Dane's faction. So Dane is a dark elf who is.
I didn't know Dane was a dark elf.
Yeah, so Dane is a dark elf who is also an Oak Strider, which you guys had met. You guys met an Oak Strider at the beginning of the campaign. Nasir was an Oak Strider. These are like champions of Arbathod, who hold to the old ways. and are kind of Arbuthod's champions in the world. So he is one of them, and he is on a mission. He's kind of started this faction of Oath Keepers that are moving into that want to kind of convert the continent back to the old ways, so that there can be peace in the land. And he's willing to do that by force. So that is, yes, thank you for recapping that. Are we ready to start today's session?
After I hydrate.
Oh, Blexa.
Thanks, Blix. But yes, ready. Ready, Santa.
Okay. We're going to start with Blixa. Back at the beginning of last session, right? So you're standing there in the middle of this dragon horde, admiring your now very own dragon horde, when you suddenly hear Lily's voice in your head. Zaza, can we talk? You hear the voice of your child, respond immediately, and in that moment, a shimmering portal opens before you, and you step in. You find yourself in Lily's domain, as Lily rushes over to you and wraps herself around you in a loving embrace. Zaza, I was so worried for you when you fought that mean dragon lady to protect me. And she looks around sheepishly and then looks up at you, admitting, I thought you were going to die. And her eyes well up with tears as she says, I know you had to keep me safe. That Crediman had powerful magic she was trying to use to break the bond that allows you to keep me safe. But I wanted to protect you too. And she can no longer hold herself back, and she begins sobbing, awaiting a parent's comfort. What do you do?
I embrace her back, and I tell her that nothing could break the bond that we have, even if I were to perish, we would still be together.
And as you hold Lily to your chest, she says through the tears, I love you, not because my birth mom bound me to you, but because you are my Zaza. And then you two spend the rest of the day together in her void, just having some quality time. You now gain a new feature called Lily's Tears. And whenever you make a death saving throw, you may add your proficiency bonus to the death saving throw, as long as you are within 30 feet of Lily and she is on the battlefield. You spend the rest of the day together, and you step back into the world sometime in the night, arriving in a wood elf guest house. And seeing your companions already asleep nearby, you crawl into bed, awaiting the morning. During the night, thunder rolls through the sky in an endless crescendo, as if the dark forces that once gloomed the Valakan wood have risen to do war with the heavens themselves. The din of the storm pierces the ever-present calm of the sylvan capital of Arbeth Noel. And through the din of the storm, you each are briefly awoken from a dead sleep, as a single crack of lightning crashes with the sound of 100 timbers falling at once. If perchance you had been looking in the sky, you would have seen that the lightning bolt was green. With that, you guys were only briefly awoken, then all fell back asleep, and you awake in the morning, having finished your long rest, and now in this wood elf guest house, kind of attached to Alara and Sarah's home, where you guys returned Grant to them. It is the morning, and what do you do?
Alexa, you're here.
Hello. I'm here.
How did you find us?
I just arrived.
Where did you go?
I was with Lily. I can't explain how I got there, but yeah. We
Good enough for me.
where's Azazel?
He's over there. I point to his unconscious body.
It's not unconscious. It is dead.
Right, fine.
Like-
Yeah. So what had happened was
What happened was
we found this deck of cards, and drawing the different cards does magical things. I only drew one card myself, but Azazel and Grogak drew several cards each, and unfortunately, Azazel's last card, his soul may have left his body. So there's that. So we've been lugging that around. I'm just, and I just kind of hold up his arm and kind of like dangle at him, just like he's just not at home right now.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Wonderful. Larissa, please take an inspiration point for some great role play.
Okay.
Absolutely loved that. And looks like great role play to you as well. You have a really cool new feature that I hope you don't have to use, but I'm glad you have in case you do ever in the future.
And I just have to pause and say, like, that almost made me throw up. Like how I don't
That
like
almost made me cry.
Yeah, I mean, there was so much going on, and all I could think of was like that cookie I just ate. Like, because it hit me like right here. I was like,
oh, right in the cookies.
I know. I know.
Thank you for that. That was unexpected.
You're welcome.
So I'm confused at I mean, have we talked about a way? Can we get him back, or is?
I don't know. Well, it set the card had set before it disappeared. I read the card. It said a wish spell could let us know where his soul is, because his soul is somewhere being guarded in the world. We just have to find it. But
didn't somebody get in a dragon horde a wish something?
No,
he didn't tell us about that. I'll find out in a minute.
Sorry.
So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
at that, you guys hear, so you guys have kind of your stuff, but you hear the rooster, who is your pet owlbear, kind of give out a little, like a happy roar.
Oh, a happy roar?
A
Is
happy
there like a
roar.
window I can look out of?
There is.
I look out the window.
You look out the window and you have to look down, and there's kind of a long kind of wooden spiral staircase that, because you guys are up in a tree house, right? This
Right.
The wood elves sing their creations and their out,
Their
like have
architecture.
sung the city out, their architecture out of the wood of the trees, because of their connection to the forest. And so anyway, so there's a spiral wooden staircase. At the bottom you can see that you can't see who it is, but there's a figure that is standing in front of Rooster.
I go down because if Rooster let out a happy roar, typically owlbears
Don't do that.
happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna approach the figure.
I'll meet you down there.
Okay, so
I'm gonna steal this ring.
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna take all your magical items because you're not there to guard them, so I'm gonna just hold them for you.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm holding them for you.
So Blixa opens the door. And who wants to? So Larissa's hanging back for a second. Dave, are you gonna go down? Or are you staying up here? What are you doing? Or what is Greg doing?
Greg wants to go see Rooster. Greg wants to go see what's up. Greg hears the sound and is down to clown.
Okay. You guys. So Blixa, Dave, Blixa, and Greg, you start walking down the stairs, down the spiral staircase, and then Larissa. It takes you a minute. So Blixa and Greg, as you round the final kind of bend of the staircase, you see that the figure has approached Rooster and is scratching it behind, like underneath the, like on their chin, on their jaw, and it's like a beak, right? Underneath their little beak. You look up and
screechies.
And Blixa, you I don't know if you I can't remember if you recognize this person, but Greg, you recognize this person as Nasir.
Really? Greg
Really.
Greg drops whatever he was holding, which I assume is just like clay and like some twigs, and like he was just like stuffing. Well, he was like stuffing his pockets, and conveniently happened to be holding stuff for dramatic effect. And he just dropped what he was holding, and it goes on the ground. And he throws up his arms, and he runs to his friend Nasir, and he gives him a big hug that is all enveloping because Greg is 7'6", and lanky. So, friend, is it really you, man?
No, pulls off a mask. It's Randall Stagg. He stabs you.
Greg dies.
Ow.
I guess it's canon now.
The biggest got him.
No, but I return the hug. And Cello, I don't know this owl bear, but I still pet the owl bear. But I never met Rooster.
You know it.
Does Rooster know me?
Yeah, Rooster knows you.
Happy
for sure.
Christ.
Yeah. And sorry, Blix, I was like trying to remember the timeline. You do recognize this year, right? You guys had met and then traveled north. So sorry, I was not trying to impose anything.
I wouldn't have the same reaction as Drew back when.
Right,
so.
but yes, you also recognize that it is this year.
I don't know what to say. This is unusual.
One could say we've already buried you once. You came back for a round 2, man. Come on. And I pull out that big old bottle of endless wine that I won or got somehow in like the second episode that I still haven't used. And I pour him a glass and, pull out the peace pipe and just like, let's talk, let's catch up. How have you been? Where have you been?
Where is Azaziel's body?
He's inside.
I need to get the light, and I need the ring that he found.
Okay. I'll take you right to him. And I take him right to him.
Yep. You guys go right up the stairs, and you see
You see Zilla.
Rifling through a dead person's
Larissa, so Zazel, you have recovered those objects. What are you doing with them?
Well, first,
Sorry, I meant Zilla. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said Azaziel, I think.
So I put his I was taking out all of his because he lost everything except for his magical items.
Yes.
So I'm taking all the magical items and I'm kind of like put them on the table or whatever that is next to me, and then I was just gonna put them in my bag of holding and just be like, he can't guard these, so I'm going to hold them until we can get him back. And I was gonna put on the ring, and then the plan was to discover, it's a ring of 3 wishes. This is exactly what we needed.
Okay, so you do put on the ring, and you do know it's a ring of 3 wishes. So as you walk in, Nasir, you see kind of Azaziel's belongings on the table, and Zilla, who's admiring this new ring on her finger.
So let me get this straight. People gotta identify stuff, but Zilla just knows.
Some magic. I mean, you can inherently know, you can inherently know that magic items are magical, and some of them will let you know.
Okay,
but you're right.
Yeah, just
Rogues doing
You
rogues things.
stop right there. Don't you dare.
Nasir?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. Here, come here. Give me a hug.
I embrace the large
Pulls off
man.
mask. Randall Stagg stabs.
Shit! I deserve it.
It doesn't get old. It doesn't get old.
How are you here?
It's still a blur, but when Azazel, when his soul left his body, something happened, and it's Greg. Do you remember when we perished the first time?
The first time, yes, I remember it distinctly, Greg says, looking down at his leg rather longingly.
I've been closely monitoring you guys and just keeping an eye, but in that moment when he pulled that card and he faded away, I went back into this crossroad where I had different calls calling out to me. And I followed Arbathad, as I always do. But I believe since Azazel is gone, I've been brought back to try to finish whatever path he was on in stopping Nixilis. You know, it could be interpreted many ways, but I'm not sure if I have much time. I'm not sure if I'm here for an indefinite amount of time, or if I'm going to fade away, or if I die, it cycles back. But this is different. I'm still me. I'm usually, when this happens, I'm someone new. And all I know is I need the light that Galena gave him, and I need that ring to find out where he is.
Oh, this ring. Sure. Give it to you.
Damn straight, my ring.
Listen,
I wasn't
a rogue's gonna do what a rogue's gonna do.
I don't steal from friends. I was holding it.
Is he a friend if he's dead? In the rogue handbook.
The DM may have said he's dead, but he's still out there somewhere.
I know he is, which is why I was just holding his stuff.
Now, speaking of, do you have my other stuff?
I believe we have it.
We do, actually. 100%, actually.
Yeah.
Hang on. I pull out my little notebook. Give me a second. There's my inventory notebook.
Your ledger? Do you have a rogue ledger?
A little black book.
It's all written in code.
Give me that clover you
Thieves'
never
Cant?
use.
It's written in Thieves' Cant.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, I definitely
I
stole
love
a
Thieves'
clover
Cant.
that I never used. I totally forgot about. Here, you can have the... I'm rifling
yeah.
through my bag. This one is yours. Okay, this here. Take some gold. I don't...
And I'd imagine like she like pulled down her sock and had some stuff in there too.
That's what she kept the 4-leaf clover.
They're like, where are you keeping all this stuff? Like, never mind where I keep it. Just give me 1 second.
A sock of holding.
So yeah, what is the what have you given back?
I gave him let's see, what did I give him? Hold on. Let's say I gave him 50 gold. Just he didn't, I don't know if that's how much he had on him, but I definitely took gold from him, so I'm gonna give him 50 gold. Just like, here, I can spare this. Here, take that. I gave him the clover of luck or whatever that I never used. And
Azaziel
I
had the cloak. The what's it called?
the displacer cloak.
Displacer cloak.
Cloak of
Yes.
That, you have that.
No, I gave that to Azaziel,
Oh, okay.
so it'd be on him.
I don't have any I can't think of anything else that I would have taken from him.
I would have to look back and see if I took anything off him. I don't think I did.
Yeah.
Narinjas is going to lose his shit, by the way.
Yeah.
Narinjas is going to poo.
Why does it say I have?
Ninjas is a good boy.
Narinjas is the homie, dude.
I hope he enjoys this. Also,
hope so,
Creative
too.
Minds is the homie. Definitely helping us troubleshoot our stream problems today, so we can get up and go. And thank you, Creative Minds, for being here. We appreciate you.
Please give Creative Minds a follow if you're out there in internet land watching. Creative Minds is a audio engineering streamer, I do believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong there.
Followed.
Thank you. Good job.
Good
Go
reminder.
team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys
I
figured out
think
the
that's-
items thing?
Yeah.
Rocco, good to have you. Yeah, we're still going strong. In fact, I don't know, I can't remember where you dropped off at, but Nasir just showed back up. So, like,
Yeah, he did.
Azazel's soul got separated from his body. Some of us call that death. Some of us call that something else. And yeah, so Nasir has just mysteriously appeared from death back to the party.
Oh, I gave him a jelly tart.
Need that.
Oh, yeah.
Here, take a
All
jelly
right.
tart.
I am also going to go to Azazel's body, and can I even take off the shields? Like, those bound.
Shields. So the shields, now that since he has passed, because the shields can be in any form that he wanted them to be, but now that they are not, they have closed to be mithril bracelets, just like bands of like pure mithril that glow with an ethereal kind of magic sheen. And so you are able to remove them from his body. And if you'd like, you can put them on.
I don't think they're gonna have much effect for me.
Yeah. As you touch them, you can feel inherently that the star is present within these bracelets. As long as you have access to both of them. I guess it's just the one bracelet, it's just the one bracelet that could then materialize into two when he was using it. So it's just the one mithril band. While you have that bracelet, you do have the star in your possession, but it does not. The magical shield will only activate for Azazel.
Yeah,
being a gift from his godmother.
Then I'm gonna take off my my holy symbol and just kind of put the band around it so it kind of hangs, and then put it back around my neck. Just so I hold on to it, and then the amulet of chaos or the talisman of chaos, I'm just gonna take. And who has the haversack?
What?
Who has the
haversack?
What's a haversack? I'm sorry.
It's like your bag, but it has a bunch of different pouches.
Oh,
it's the hiking bag of holding.
Oh, I think I was holding that, but I thought I gave it back to Greg because it was his.
The handy haversack? I don't recall you giving me that.
It was Azazel's, and Azazel had Greg hold on to it when he pulled the ruin card.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he passed it off to me so he could pull another card. And
so cool. You have
rightfully hers.
It is rightfully mine. No, I think I would have given it back to Greg.
Sure, and then Greg would give it back to you.
Perfect. I'll put that talisman in there because I'll put the talisman in one of the pouches because that is a relic of Nixilis, right?
It's yes.
Yeah. So no, we're not going to deal with that. And then he had that
you do touch
sword.
it. Like as you touch it, you hear it whisper to you. And you do instinctively know that it will boost your magic as well.
You just want me to crit more.
I mean, you are a charisma-based caster.
I guess.
You already have a spellcasting focus, right?
Yeah.
Why do you sound so sad about that?
No, I'm just thinking. I'll hold on to it. And then there's that fancy sword, but I don't use swords. I use glaive. All right, who has I'll put the staff of power and the replier in the bag as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just we'll figure out what to do with them, but I can't.
Oh yeah, what is your alignment?
Oh, well, let me double check. Neutral good.
Okay. Yeah, as you hold the sword, you realize it won't work for you anyway.
Perfect. I'll put it in the bag.
Well, it might still be a +3 sword, which I mean is pretty great, but its other effects will not work for you.
Got it.
Oh, Blixa, we didn't talk about real quick what you got from the horde since you had disappeared.
Yes.
I mean, you don't have to talk about it now, but I just wanted to I just remembered, so I was like, okay, cool. You don't have to make that known to anybody because you guys were all just kind of like rummaging through your stuff, and then you disappeared. But you did have it in your possession when you left. So please make sure that's added to your inventory.
And then I will don the cloak of displacement.
Okay.
And then just cool. All that's done. Where are we?
We're in the Wood Elf capital. What's it called again?
This is so you guys are in the Valakan Wood, or the Valakan Forest, which is in the southwest of the continent. It's the home of the Wood Elves, and you guys are currently in its hidden capital of Arbeth Nuel, ArbethnUel. For those of you who are like me and like me to know how something is spelled. All right, so yeah, you are in Arbeth Nuel, and Nolan, as you are kind of as you guys are taking this short rest, right? You guys have kind of a couple hours here, kind of to yourself. This kind of takes the morning, so if you'd like to use that time to switch out your attunements to any items, you may do that. But in this moment, as you're going through this and kind of reassessing, your memory starts to kind of come back into focus, and you realize that you were keeping a very watchful eye on the party while you were away, and are actually aware of the events that happened while they were gone. So you have that player knowledge, because you were keeping a watchful eye on them and their journey, including additional information and things that you also saw while you were there. In addition, you remember that the pact that you made in order to come back, you do remember the terms of that pact, and you are aware that as a part of that, you are granted to know where Azazel is being kept. Do you know that he is being kept somewhere in the Rocktooth Mountains?
That's 3 reasons to go to the Rocktooth Mountains.
I guess we should probably go to the Rocktooth Mountains.
Now, just because I know I improv'd the whole thing where I heard different voices.
No, that's true.
Can I just do a history check to see if I remember the woman's voice?
Which woman?
You know the guy who we thought was Bill Niley?
Well, okay, I would say because that one or Bill Nye.
Bill Nye.
I'm like
Yes.
Bill Niley, the silence guy.
No.
He'll silence you.
Okay, because I want to check myself, make sure like you took the option, like we took the option we last discussed, right? That
Yes,
was
yeah.
I gave you multiple options. You took the one that was from Arbathod, right?
Yeah, the second option from Arbathod.
Okay. Yes, perfect. Then, yeah. Yes, you remember. You remember that person called out to you and what the terms of their agreement would have been.
Okay. I mean, if I remember where he is, we don't. What's Lord Dernst's first name?
Oh, gosh, what was his first name? I gotta go.
I might have it in my notes.
Oh, wait, are we talking about Lix's dad?
No,
No.
it's
Oh, that's Dougherty. Never mind.
Yeah, that's Lord Dougherty.
Oh, I don't have his first name either. I just have
He's
Jerkwat.
talking about Lord Dernst. Lord Dernst is the place where you guys, when you guys, you weren't there yet, Zilla. When they went to Southwatch, became the heroes of Southwatch, and then were asked to go get that Lord's help to send reinforcements. And then he was just like, "I'll go myself," and like walked his happy ass south to go guard the Southwatch. And he was just like really welcoming and nice and kind. And then you guys and Greg like was hanging out with his wife and like learned some herbalism tips and stuff.
Oh, that's right. That's why I wasn't in the campaign yet.
Yeah,
I was back when I was
Anyway.
just watching.
that's Lord Dernst.
Got it.
What was his first? What did I name him? What is his first name? Anyway, I'll look
I
that up
have
for
it
you guys.
somewhere.
I have it somewhere too.
All right. I know where Azazel is.
You do?
Yeah, he's somewhere in the Rocktooth Mountains.
Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be?
Where else would he be, man?
We only we already have to go there. I guess that's a good thing.
Scoop him up along the way, I guess, man.
No boy.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know where in the Rocktooth Mountains. It is a whole mountain range after all.
You know that you don't have the exact location, but you do know it was further south than where you know the other. So yeah, you are aware of the general location of where the staff of the Divine Star, or like where, sorry, you get. Veldarn has the staff of the Divine Star, which was found in the Hawthorne in the Hawthorne Glade. You guys have the star, or sorry, yeah, you guys have the star that was in the Hawthorne Glade that Veldarn doesn't know he doesn't have, and you guys know that Hesperos, Galena, had appeared to you guys and told you to go to the Rocktooth Mountains to meet Hesperos. Zilla knows where that is. And that, so Hesperos is further north on the Rocktooth Mountains, and Azazel is being kept in the like south central part of the Rocktooth Mountains.
And we don't know for sure that Randall Stagg's clones are down south.
We know they're in the Rocktooth Mountains.
Yeah, you since. For those who were there when it was being scryed, you know that yes, the general location of Randall Stagg's clones is in the south.
Okay.
Good
That
job
helps.
putting that together, because I like to sprinkle my breadcrumbs and see
Right.
what you guys pick up.
Now, if we were to go straight to the Rocktooth Mountains from here, would we be closer to the south side, or would we be closer to the north side?
Yeah, you guys are in the southwest of the continent. The Rocktooth Mountains run through the middle of the continent, and so it's several miles to the east is where you would hit kind of like the southern tip of the Rocktooth Mountains, and then so you could either go north now and hit the wastelands, the arid wastes, or you could hit the you guys could go east first and then like travel up through the northern through the Rocktooth Mountains themselves. You guys could circle all the way around to the Badlands in the southeast of the continent, go back up to the ancient forest where you started, and then head over to Ironmark and then go up. I mean, that's a longer journey, but yeah.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Do we want to go to Hesperos first?
Might be smart. We were told to go to him, and he might have some information for us.
As you guys are talking, you hear a knock on the door.
I don't live here. I'm not going to answer the door.
I'm gonna just kind of get out of the doorway.
Okay.
And step into the corner.
I'll go answer.
Okay. Blixa, you open the door, and you see Alara standing there. And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, when did you arrive? I didn't see you yesterday."
I came in the night.
Oh, well, welcome. Dane has returned. They are convening the council of the Ardcaner, and they've sent a representative here to fetch you to the council. I believe Sarah, who has also been invited, will be taking you. Are you ready to meet the leaders of the village?
Yeah, I'll gather my party and we'll be right there.
Okay, yeah, just come to the house as soon as you're ready.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So she leaves, right?
Yeah, she leaves. Sorry.
Did I hear Dane's here?
Yeah, I don't want to go.
And I wasn't here when all that, so like that information, I was like,
So,
I don't know. Yeah.
Nasir, do you know Dane?
Yeah.
What was he like back when you knew him?
I mean, he's always been like a brother. But we've butt heads on many different topics. Very bold and brash, and doesn't always see we see things differently.
Yeah, I think he and I see things differently too. There was talk of to fill you both in. He was talking about genocide yesterday, and that was a fun conversation.
What?
Essentially, yes. He's put this group together called the Oath Keepers, and he wants to eradicate the High Elves because they worship the stars. And he's like, no, Arvathod is the one and only God, and so he wants to just take them out if they don't submit to that ideology. And I don't agree with that. And I'd like to think that maybe you wouldn't agree with it either. But I can't speak for everyone. I can't speak for anyone except for myself.
We have to go. They're meeting about this.
Mm-hmm. They want to know if we want to join.
If we walk away now, we're allowing it to happen.
We don't have time for this.
We have bigger fish to fry, but also I don't want them to fry all the fish. You know, like I just this is. Why do we always have to be in 5 places at once? Why? It's always on us.
Can I whistle for Ryome?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You whistle and
whistle.
And Ryome appears outside. Which one? Hold on. Which one's the stag and which one's the fox?
You cool is the stag.
Okay. I was like, if it's a stag, it's outside. So
Ryome
whistle
is the fox.
Yeah. Ryome does appear.
I don't know where Enoch has been. I have not it hasn't been on my. I just quick hello, scratch the chin. Where Enoch?
And he chirps and and then he sees how serious you are and he goes Enoch. And so you say Enoch and he's like, okay. And I honestly forget what we had agreed about Ryome. I think I guess what are you trying to do with Ryome?
Just see if is Enoch alive? Is Enoch missing? Is Enoch somewhere?
Oh, okay. So Ryome, so you're just asking about Enoch?
Yeah.
Okay. Enoch goes, or Ryome goes,
you don't know?
He nods yeah, about him, Enoch.
Where is he?
And he runs around in a circle a little bit and kind of cuddles up with himself. And you kind of know that to mean home. And
you guys said the ancient forest is under attack, right? The Wandering Wood.
You actually know that.
Okay.
From your visions of death.
All right.
Yeah. They got that information from you when you were dead.
That's right.
Yeah. When you were my character.
Yeah.
And then I gave.
We need to go to this meeting. If Dane is kept out of check, he's gonna.
All right, then let's go, I guess.
Oh, Roosh says, I just bought an Omen, so I'll be trying to get into the gaming here soon. Oh.
Yeah, and thank you, Wolfchild, for being invested immediately.
Yeah, thank you.
It means a lot. It means we're doing our job well.
Well, yeah, thank you. Especially when we had a bunch of technical difficulties at the start of this, and it was so we got started a little later than we intended. So thank you for being here. Thank you all. And Rooster, it's good to be back. I don't know if you missed the beginning or not, but they're out.
Shit's going down.
Well, also the owlbear that's named after you is totally doing work. He let them know that his little growl let them know that Nasir had come back from the dead. So really appreciate you and all the support you've given us, and everybody. Thank you for being here.
And Rooster, some crazy stuff happened with Lily. So
yes.
Lily is namesake for Rooster. I believe it's his daughter's middle name.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that.
Flex.
I don't know. By the way, I know the audience can hear it very faintly, but can you guys hear the music that I have looping in the background here?
There's music?
No, not at all.
I
haven't heard music in this entire session.
Can you hear
it's
this?
News to me.
You hear that?
Yes.
Oh, I hear it now.
Very faintly.
Very
Perfect.
faintly.
It's coming through without any like gating on the actual stream, but I kind of like just made that while we were figuring our lives out.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
But
Hoop
you guys
growl?
can't hear it. But they can.
Okay, cool.
It's like
Just make
a-
sure it doesn't. Chat. Let us know if the music, like, if the since we can't, our level is different than yours. Let us know if like music is overpowering like the speech or anything.
Yeah. It's very subtle.
If it gets hard to hear, yeah,
Yeah, it's
Thank-
like,
thank you
It's
for
kind of
that,
coming
Dave.
in and out. That's how subtle it is.
Well,
Like it's not.
well, it's more
constant.
so that like you're not going to hear it on there anyways, just because of Zoom. But yeah, it's never like more than 25% the level of my voice.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, you are an audio engineer. I trust you
Exactly.
way more.
Yeah, I got an eye on it. Don't worry. Now that I can
Cool.
actually see it on the meter, like I can actually like manage it and maintain it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because sometimes I get quiet, and then it's like, hold on, we can't hear.
Now, you guys are also way louder than my channel in general too, so it's all
Okay.
good.
All good. Sweet.
I got you, my sweethearts.
You do.
Alrighty.
You really do. Thank you, buddy.
Yes.
So let's go to the meeting, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
I would love to just do the Irish goodbye and just bounce, but yeah, we gotta go to the meeting because Nasir said so. And Zilla has never vocalized this, but she's always seen Nasir as like a leader. And so when he says we're going to this place, like we're going to the place, like that's where we're going. So yeah, so that's why she's like, I guess we're going. Nasir said so.
I second that. I've always viewed Nasir as got daddy vibes. Like he's gonna keep us alive.
Speaking
Like,
of, we
he-
might need one of those Nasir's dad jokes for good old fashioned measure.
Yes. How do I redeem that? Click
I'm a
this
summer.
thing,
How do you
and I
redeem
go.
it?
don't have
Inshallah,
it.
redeem a dad joke.
I'm like learning this. Ah, there
I
it
believe
is.
in you. I believe
Oh
in
no,
you.
that was me.
Oh,
No,
I'm a bit higher
oh,
than
good.
us. I can turn myself down a little bit, I guess. How's that?
Oh, we changed it. We swapped it out for
I don't know if that does
Azazel
anything.
sneeze check. Oh yeah, we should swap that out because you don't do sneeze checks.
How do
anymore.
is this good for? I'm gonna do Zilla's voice. Is this
You sound
okay
fine.
for audio?
I mean, I don't really have control over everybody's individual audio
Well,
levels
no, I
in
turned-
Zoom, so
I turned my mic down a little bit because
right
Rocco
there wherever
said
you are right now. That's perfect.
okay. Because Rocco said I was just
Yeah.
a little louder.
Yeah,
I
but when
can
it
hear
comes
the
to like
light.
fine tuning tweaks, like it's not the end of the world. If it's like
Nasir is
hair.
Gandalf now.
Yeah.
He came back as
Yes.
the white paladin.
yeah,
Okay.
Came back as something. That's all right. That's for sure.
So what forest animal helps the druid get the nice green color for the robe?
uh
Oh,
Oh.
A dire wolf.
oh.
I love it. Oh, it's good. The dad jokes are back.
All
Nasir
right.
is back. All is right in the world, except it's so not.
You know
this
what?
world
Just
is
for
totally
that,
going to
everybody
shit.
hydrate.
Yeah.
Drink it
All
up.
right.
Drink it
All
up.
right.
Let's get back to that story that Wolfchild is invested in.
Yes.
Oh
oh my god.
Okay.
Love that.
I have 2 water bottles and I keep grabbing different ones. All right. All right. So you guys are gonna go to the meeting. You exit the guest house. And you approach the main house where Alara, Sarah, and formerly Grant lived. And you open the door. You see Sarah kind of putting on her things. As Alara has kind of returned to the house, there's a tension in the room. Kind of like you can tell that there's been like a lover's quarrel that happened beforehand as you walk in the room, but like they have company now, so they're not discussing it anymore. And so Sarah is, like putting on, like fixing her gauntlets as she's preparing herself. And Alara turns to you and says, "Have you had breakfast? Is there anything that we can provide for you before you go to the council meeting?" She offers you some like
I would love some
roasted
breakfast.
chestnuts and like banana bread. I don't know if that banana's in, like, it's not banana, but it's like zucchini bread.
that's not banana bread.
I was like, I don't know if they have
I'll take a slice
bananas
of banana bread.
in the
Shit.
Valakan wood. That's some tropical stuff going on. So
We could have an import system.
I mean, yeah, definitely. But anyway, they're a little more isolationist than the rest of the continent.
Apple bread.
Yeah, apple bread. There's some cool wood elf things they offer you for breakfast.
Okay.
And just kind of like it's like a continental breakfast, right? It's kind of you can eat it on the road.
I could eat a whole continent right now, man. Let me tell you. Wow, man.
Let me tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Astral is also there. She is kind of like she doesn't have much like to prepare because she doesn't have like as many like travel rations or anything. But she's also like she's ready to go. You can tell she's actually going to go with Sarah. But you can also tell she was like in the lovers' quarrel that obviously happened before here. She was kind of just standing in the back of the room like, this is not my place. I am not going to jump in. But now that Sarah's getting ready to go, she's getting ready to follow Sarah out the door with you guys. And Sarah addresses you. All right. Whenever you're ready to go, I will take us to the meeting of the Ard Caner, the three arch druids that lead the Sylvan people.
Very well.
We should go now.
Let us.
Okay. All right. You guys begin walking. She walks out of the house. You guys go down the stairs. You're walking through Arbeth Noel for a few minutes. You see the lanterns, the peacekeeping lanterns, that glow with a blue fire that doesn't harm the wood around it, that have been sung out of the branches of the trees. That's what creates that kind of bubble of silence around Arbeth Noel that hides it from the rest of the world, and also creates that kind of like calm, peaceful feeling here in Arbeth Noel. However, despite that ever-present calm here, you do feel this uneasy tension underneath it. Like the people are not united in hearts. Just from the vibe you can pick up, kind of the conversations that are happening as you walk by. You can just tell by the look of the people as you're walking through town. Something is going on, and you're not exactly sure what. You then arrive at kind of the great tree of the Valakan of Arbeth Noel. This tree stands above all other trees. It has a very wide base. Nasir, it reminds you very much of the great tree in the ancient forest. Which, now that you're back, and I guess Greg, you would have learned this as well. The actual like ancient name, like while it's colloquially known as the ancient forest, the name of the ancient forest is let me make sure I pronounce it correctly. El Arbolathel. So it's E-L and then with an apostrophe and then a capital A R Bolethel. So El Arbolathel. And it means home of the god tree. In Sylvan. And then you also know that like Arbeth Noel, with the current capital that you're in, means new home of the god tree. So all right. With that, so you are approaching the high tree, the great tree, and they see Sarah guiding you, and they lead you up the tree into the main, up in the branches. There's, it's like a city, it's a building that has been sung into this tree, and so they take you up to the highest point in the trunk and the boughs of the tree, where the High Council sits, and you are sitting outside there, kind of waiting outside of the gates before they let you into the court, and they you see Sylvan guards there with and a lot of awakened trees, actually, a lot of and even some treants wandering around in the town. As you guys are waiting, did you guys want to have any kind of conversation or ask any questions to Sarah but while you guys were like walking through town before you guys got here? It's okay if not. I just want to provide you the opportunity.
No, I'm just trying to run through my head what this conversation's not going to go well.
Yeah, I would be lost in thoughts of dread of like the coming conversation, or at least what I'm going to hear. I don't even know if I'm going to say anything, but
all right. While you guys are waiting, kind of outside of the court, and you see these two awakened trees holding these sylvan glaives, sung out of that are carved out of iron oak. They have you notice somebody else who doesn't look like they belong. There's actually a red-haired human, standing there, also waiting to go into court. And she looks over at you as you guys approach, nods to Sarah. Sarah gives her kind of like a curt nod back, and then she's like, good morning, it's good to see you. And as you guys are looking at her, she appears to scratch her eye. She goes, she scratches, and then once she notices that you're looking, she goes like this, and then reaches out her hand and says, "My name is Scarlet. It's a pleasure to meet you." Our mutual friend sent us along, and I'm eager to discuss business. But they've told me that our business must be discussed with the High Council.
Which mutual friend?
I might have an idea.
Oh, is this you? Are you?
Nasir would actually have been aware of this from his former life as a
that was
death. Yeah, not from death, but from his second life.
Hours I sunk into that game, which Nolan never did, but it's such a meme.
okay. I didn't write down what it's actually for, but I did draw that symbol next to the name Ambrose Purdue. So I know that is our mutual friend.
Inspiration point.
I already have one, so I'm going to give it to who wants it?
Me.
I'll give it to Greg because he said he
Yay! Thank you. That's real friendship, man.
Yes. As you remember, Ambrose Purdue. You remember that Ambrose Purdue was a part of two. Well, he was affiliated with a few different organizations. The man has gotten around. But he's the one who initially kind of set you on this quest once you guys got here, or once you guys got to Valentis. But he also was in charge of something else. Do you remember what that was?
I know he's he hangs out at the academy.
He does hang out at the academy.
He was also involved in the Order of the Ancients, wasn't he?
Yep. So those were two of the things that he did, but there's a third one. So yeah, you know that he is an archsage at the academy. That's actually further north, not the one in Zalara, but the one, the independent one in the north. And then he's a member of the Order of the Ancients, and he's the one that gave you guys the amulet of the Order of the Ancients. But he was also a member of something else, and that has to do with this symbol.
It's an I and a V. So I don't remember what it is. I'm looking. through my notes trying to figure out like okay,
It's
what.
okay. I won't torture you guys if you don't know it. I just wanted to give you a second to try to remember. You are aware that he was a member of a spy organization called the Vigilance.
Oh, that's what the V stands for.
That's what the V stands for. And since they're spies, so they're always kind of keeping their eye on things. So this was, and Ambrose has said, hey, yeah, this is kind of like our symbol. Like if you meet any friends, like this is how they can recognize each other. You can recognize kind of my contacts throughout the world. Yeah. do the anime like spectacles push up, right?
It's like it's so nonchalant. Like it's the same thing from The Office where they're like,
wait, I'm not aware of that Office reference.
no, it's like, okay, so yeah, no, Dwight and Michael go into like a rival paper company, and they're like, once we have the information, well, we have to have a signal to get out of there. It's like, yeah, let's lick your lips like this.
I imagine that the rubbing of the eyes was a little more subtle like this.
Yeah, I mean that's why she was scratching her eye, waited until like you noticed, and then did it, and then like making sure that you saw it, and then went to shake your hand.
Okay.
So she did a sleight of hand check to make sure that other people weren't noticing.
So I went, I know who you know.
She gives you a wink. And then at that moment, they part their you hear like a deep, like hroom, right? Like an echoing tone that kind of billows throughout the tree. It's a groan from within the tree, and then the awakened trees part their glaives, and the doors open on their own, and you are allowed to enter. And Dave, for you, that is called the Timbre of the Timbre.
Timbre of the Timbre.
Yeah,
Nice.
because when one is pronounced in the song, is proficient in the songcraft of the Sylvan songcraft, it's the while the different notes and things that you're in music that you're singing invokes different reactions from the wood. Everybody has their own timbre, their own.
The tone is in your
personal
touch.
Sound. The tone is in your touch.
I love it.
So.
The timbre of the timbre.
All right. With
Well,
that,
Tim Tam action.
Mhm. Those words look like they're spelled like almost, anyway.
Yeah.
They look very close to one another. You guys walk in and you see three, and they're actually standing before you in a triangle around the room. So there are three individuals wearing different, three archdruids and they are the Ardcaner, the high leaders of the Sylvan people. One of them is wearing like an elk headdress. One of them is wearing the like a laurel of leaves, and then the other one is wearing a like a cloak of that's made out of like also of like leaves. And wields a staff of the wood. Each one of them wields a staff of the woodlands. And they're deliberately standing in like, so there's one directly in front of you, and then one will be behind you over your left shoulder, and one will be behind you over your right shoulder as you stand in the middle of the room and address all of them. And so Sarah beckons you and leads you into the middle of the room where Dane is already standing. Scarlet also walks into the room with you. So it's you, Dane, Scarlet, and all of you in the middle of the room with the being surrounded by the archdruids. The one with the laurel of leaves is the one that is directly in front of you. The one with the headdress is over your right shoulder. The one with the cloak is over your left shoulder. And the one with the laurel says, welcome to the Council of the Ardcaner. You are welcome here in Arbeth Noel. And we have given you passage to come and go freely in this city, on the condition that you keep its location secret and reveal only to those who are outside of the Sylvan Glade the location of the Golden Glade, which is that little annex like that was outside. That's like the public capital of the Wood Elves. Like if anybody has business with the Wood Elves, they go there. And then this city is actually held secret. Do you promise and swear an oath to keep the secret on pain of life?
Yes.
I swear.
I swear.
I swear. I swear.
Okay. As you say that, they all tap their Staff of the Woodlands in unison, and there is like a glow, like a green glow in the room, and you are given permission. You can now freely enter and leave Arbeth Newell. It has been brought to our attention that your attention is needed in several different fronts. Dane has made us aware that he has invited you on his campaign of the Oath Keepers in order to lead a war of reclamation in bringing back the continent to the old ways. We are also aware that that an emissary from Valentis, or Valentia, as Valentis is currently under the occupation of General Veldarin of the High Elves. So of Valentia has come on behalf of the king, and to seek your help in aiding them. Given that you purified our woods by removing the corruption in the Hawthorn Glade, we have brought you together, and we honor you for your service to Arbathod and to the old ways, which we, the Sylvan people, have always kept and held our oaths to be sacred. Knowing that you are people of influence, we, as the three leaders of the Sylvan people, represent its three different minds. I, being named Laurel, am the current high druid. They're all arch druids, but they're the current like open, like the highest, like they're the like the speaker of the house, basically. Like their vote, in the event of a tie, their vote carries more weight than the other votes. We are a triumvirate, a ruling body of three, and so I am the speaker for us, for the Ard Canair, and then this is Rond, R-O-N-D. Rond is the leader of is the guardian of the Sylvan people, and then this, and then over your left shoulder is Ryla. Ryla is the like the builder, the one who is like a songstress, and leads the song crafters of the Sylvan people, responsible for building and maintaining peace and order here in the Valakan Wood and of the Sylvan people. You have our attention. Any information, we now convened this meeting in order to discuss the different options that are available to you, and that all parties in view of the High Council may discuss and plead their cases for the matters at present. This matter has come before us as you are here within our lands, but also because we seek your aid in how and your guidance in how we as the Sylvan people should move forward, as we have not yet decided of what mind we shall be united to. And with that, I turn the floor over to you. She says that Dane actually speaks up first. He says, "Thank you. Like, I being I being one of the champions of our Bethnwell," and he look of Arbathod, and he looks over at you, Nasir, and he says, "Brother, how is it you are here?"
Keep going. You're on to something.
"Yes, and I hope that you've come to join my cause. Although I had last heard that you had been mortally wounded after taking your oath."
Present your case.
"I shall. But I'm glad to see you, brother." And he says, "My fellow Ardcaner, and brothers, in our oaths to Arbathod, you know my case well. I believe that the current evil in this land that is striking now and that struck us 1,000 years ago is due to our moving away from our oaths. Those oaths that were taken at the end of the Dragon War, when the gods saw it fit to give the elven people, all elven people, the charge to oversee and rule over our Voluthel, and to use the magic that is inherent to our people to heal the land after that great calamity and destruction. We faced that calamity 1,000 years ago, and the land and permanent wounds were left on our continent, and we let those wounds fester until they have manifested into the evil that they are today. You noble Sylvan people separated yourselves from the High Elves, who then went off in their worship of the stars and have forgotten their oaths taken anciently. And in their pursuit of arcane magics and mysteries, they have moved beyond the mark and have lost sight of what it means they have lost sight of their oaths. And for that, we face these evils today. My oath keepers and those who would join us will take the oaths to each nation and give them the opportunity to then to join the oath keepers and keep those oaths to heal the land, or perish by the sword, that they may be purified and that a new forest, a new order may grow without them. This is my plead for the direction of the Sylvan people, with the support of Rond. And Rond taps his staff and says, "I do so give my support." Then Scarlet speaks her. He's like, "With that, I invite our new friends, as I did so yesterday, and I plead that you will join us in our cause and bringing peace and order back into the world by returning people to their old ways. But know that if you do decide to go your own way, that we will that our campaign will march forward." It's like, I yield the floor, and then it is given to Scarlet, and Scarlet approaches and says, "Thank you for granting me, a foreigner from your lands, the opportunity to speak before you and plead our case. In the ancient times, especially and 1,000 years ago, as Dane so rightfully brings up, there was a pact and agreement made between all peoples, dividing the lands and granting lands towards the humans in Valentia, that we might rule ourselves and that we might aid the elves in protecting and defending this land, that we might be stewards as well and have ownership and merit in proving our, how valiant we can be in protecting, and for the valiance that we showed in helping to overthrow Aberoth when he tried to usurp power and overthrow the Elven Empire in 1,000 years ago." It is in that spirit that I approach you and ask and beseech that you do not go on this campaign of war against the rest of the continent, but allow all people to exercise their free will to worship the gods that they will worship and hold the values that they hold dear, but that we might work together in solidarity and in mutual respect and tolerance of one another. In that spirit, I also ask that I beseech that these heroes who were initially commissioned by King Darius of Valentus to, on a campaign to investigate the start of this war with the elves in Zalara, and then who have now made their way south to help you. We have so much to offer one another, and we ask that they come and help us defend Valentis, so that we might then be strong in repelling these the forces of Veldarin and returning the continent to its former state of mutual order and respect among our peoples. And we invite the Sylvan people to then participate with us in being world leaders in that. And with that, that is the case that I make with the support of you, Laurel, High Speaker, and I thank you for your time. Laurel taps her staff and says, "I do so support this case." With that, Ryla speaks up and speaks for herself, and she says, "For I, Ryla, speak for myself and say that the Sylvan people have kept the oaths and been true to those oaths since the beginning, while all others fled those oaths. And in the worship of the stars, it is the responsibility of each people to take care of themselves. And it is my belief that our people will be best served by staying out of this conflict and providing a safe haven for those who desire to live in our way and to join our people. But that we should make ourselves strong at home and not get involved in foreign affairs. This is my case, and I do so support." And then Ryla taps her staff. With that, I yield the floor to the advice and counsel of our heroes, and to the Oak Strider Nasir, who we are surprised has made an appearance today, but whose valiance in their oaths has always been known. And we welcome all of your counsel and open the floor to discussion. What say you? And now it's open to you guys to ask questions, to plead your case, and to decide in what manner you'll move forward. Yeah, go ahead.
Anyone want to go first?
I don't have a lot to
Stand-
say.
We stand behind you in this here.
Yeah, we have no choice at this point.
You have lots of choices.
I guess that's fair, but well, I mean,
Listen,
all those
I
choices are putting us on the same path, like the same laneway. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure precisely what to do, but I do know what I don't want to do, and I don't see genocide as an answer that I can agree with.
I'm going to step forward. In my many lives, I have lived by 4 tenets. And Dane, you know them well. I know you do. And this past year one breaks my heart. It breaks your oath. We are to kindle the light. Through our acts of mercy, kindness, and forgiveness, we shall kindle the light of hope in a world beating back despair. Is seeking war beating back despair? Or is it just throwing it more into the fire? How could you say such things? We are protectors of Arbathot. We are not champions. We are mere mediators to this world between the gods. And yet you want to raise Arbathot into a position they don't want?
Brother, I am happy to see you here today, and I'd heard of your death, and I'm glad that those rumors were false. But he's like, and I do keep my oaths. I keep my oath valiantly. And
How is this mercy?
We will be merciful, but war has come to our doorstep. We did not seek it out.
Are you
But
going to
I will
ask
not-
every single person before you slit their throats?
Yes. We will give everyone the chance to keep the oaths and return to the old ways. And that is mercy. We can
No.
build a better world.
No. Where life flourishes, we stand against the forces that would render it barren. And you'd rather see it rendered barren to regrow, to start anew. That is not what we're here for.
And you would allow all life to continue to clog the ecosystem. You know that this chokes a forest when then it is natural that the fire that we kindle with the hope and the light, that it then sometimes when the brush has grown too thick, that it then burns it away so that the forest can grow anew. This is a harsh reality and a truth, but it must be done.
That is not our decision to make.
Then whose is it? It is the natural order of things, that those in power, that those who have the power rise in the food chain and have influence over their ecosystem. This is what I'm asking us to do, is to rise in power and exercise our influence over our environment.
You're delusional.
And why do you say that? Please. I seek clarity.
If you seek clarity, go speak with Arbathot. What does Enoch say about this?
I have spoken with Arbathot. Arbathot agrees with me.
I don't believe that.
Insight
Why am I
check.
here?
Why are you here?
I'm gonna reach out my hand
Mhm.
to Dane and just
Okay.
firm grip and cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
I don't know that that's gonna work. I feel like he
He-
wholeheartedly
he rec-
believes what he's saying.
He recognizes the spell, and so do the three Ardcanair, being archdruids. And let's see, what is the? Can you
So
just remind?
Everyone's aware of the spell. Sorry.
Yeah. Everyone's aware. I know you're not trying to hide it. I'm just curious, real quick. What's the spell casting? Or what's the school of magic of it?
Enchantment.
Enchantment. Okay. He recognizes the spell and he says, and he happily, he's like, I gladly take your hand. I welcome judgment. And he shakes your hand and chooses to fail the saving throw. So
Do you
you know
wish-
that everything he says, he believes to be true.
Do you find enjoyment in genocide?
I do not find enjoyment in genocide.
Then why go on this path?
I go on this path because it's the path that is before me, and the path that I truly believe in my heart is the one that will lead us to salvation.
We are protectors. We are guardians. We are not champions, warlords.
I do not do this for my own glory. I do this to save and protect this land from the evil that besets it.
I don't understand what's so evil about not putting Arvathod first and having a different belief system. Especially when most of those belief systems aren't violent in nature. They're all peaceful in their own ways. I just don't understand why you're doing this.
Like, honestly, he's like, and this is actually part of the problem, is that we have forgotten the old ways so much that we no longer teach it to our children, and they do not have the context and the education that they need in order to understand the perils that we face. When the world almost died, the dragons were the first children of the gods, and being and thinking themselves gods, they went to war and almost destroyed and killed our world. And then the gods themselves had to intervene, but without breaking the free will of the creatures that they had created. And so they initiated the Order of the Ancients. Then they allowed them to make a deal, and it is through that order, the Order of the Ancients, that they were all, that the forces of order were able to unite under a common cause, and then overthrow the forces of chaos. And this is why we have chromatic and metallic dragons today. And it was then that the charge was given to all elven people. This oath, these old oaths that we keep sacred, and the oath that Arbathod himself keeps. And we, as all elves, were commanded to rebuild the land and protect all life in it. The high elves have moved away from that. They seek after this new god, the god King Zoram, who rose to power as a hero during the usurpation of 1,000 years ago, when he and the human Darius, and they all helped to overthrow Aberoth, and they were given certain gifts and benefits, and their great power allowed them to be worshipped as gods. But I reject that. I reject that new order, and in that, because I believe it is in that order that we have forgotten that it is our adherence to protecting life. These temples that have been corrupted by Nixilis and by those who were weak in administering the Order of the Ancients before. That is why they are corrupted. But those were our holy sites in the beginning, where we communed with Arbathod and with the old gods, and where we brought healing magics into the land to regrow the forests. Do you not know that El Arboluthel, the ancient forest, was the first home of all elves? But under the leadership of the Elven Empire, we moved west and found new lands for ourselves and settled here. And then we gave our ancient home to the humans and to everyone, and to the creatures and the armies that were left over after Armageddon, when the forces of order overthrew the forces of chaos in the last days, and we were able to finally bring life back. This is knowledge that is lost to your generation and to all of the generations for 1,000 years, because we do not teach it. And it is returned to those ways and to that duty that will bring peace back to this land. So a little
Why
bit
go
of
after the
extra
people?
order.
Why go after the people? Why not go after Nixilis? Why not go after the gods themselves you hate so much?
I do not hate those gods.
I have to speak up. I am not religious. I've never followed one god or the other, but I respect all. And I have to think, I come from an agricultural land, an area, and I have to beseech you that it's not, striking the sheep will do nothing, but striking the shepherd will have those sheep scatter back to, what you're looking for. We have a common enemy, and it's not people who follow the stars or people who, rule Arbathod as their, number one. Okay, you're looking at a small picture here. The bigger picture is striking the shepherd so the sheep will scatter.
But we do not want to scatter the sheep. We want to gather the sheep into one fold.
Me
But that's
Still
That
gotta take out the
doesn't-
shepherd. Right?
No matter what, life is a chaotic and beautiful thing. And no matter how many evils we take out, there's always going to be something to take that place. We've lived countless lifetimes, and time has repeated itself. You want to kill, just destroy a race, yet there's going to be memories of them. I don't even know who you are anymore. Where did this come from? I looked up to you once, and now I'm appalled. I can't let you do this. I'll do everything in my power to stop you. This is not our way.
My heart breaks, brother. For you, after Enoch, you were the firstborn of us, the first to take the oaths, the first to join the cycle of rebirth, the first Oak Strider after Enoch, who was one of those dragons present there at the forging of the Order of the Ancients. And I believe in my heart that what I'm doing is right. And I fear that I am misunderstood. I do not seek genocide. I do not want to kill the peoples of the world. I only want to bring them back into a remembrance of our duty to uphold life.
There's
By
many-
killing
and
if
that-
they don't agree with you.
There's
This
so
is
many
where we
other
Who are you
disagree.
to
ways.
say what's right?
How many
Who
have
are you to
killed?
say you cannot speak for Arbathod? Because you are not them.
As an Oak Strider and chosen of Arbathod, Nasir and I both have authority to speak in the name of Arbathod.
Right, but Nasir is speaking a different truth. So what grants you the power?
This is a fair question. We are, as avatars of our God, each granted autonomy to act in the way that we best see fit, and under counsel and guidance of Arbathod. But we represent different aspects of Arbathod's will. And each life we are given gives us the experience in order to continue to refine our philosophies and to learn of the people and to exercise that authority how we see fit.
I can't from knowing Nasir, I cannot imagine that you're speaking from the heart of Arbathod. I can't.
This is
You're
abusing
sounding-
that power.
Yeah.
This is
And he looks at you, Zilla, please speak.
I'm with Blixa on this. I've never been a religious person myself. I was kind of sort of prayed to whatever God was listening whenever I was in need. But I can't believe I'm suggesting this, but since we're all here, we all know Arbathod is real. Would it feel so awkward asking this? Would it be possible to commune with Arbathod right now? Bring them into the conversation? Because I would like to hear from them, for one, that they're actually on board with this idea. Because I find it seriously hard to believe. I mean, would that be something that we can do? We got
Like,
very devout people in this room.
like I believe, like, and Dane looks to the Ardcanair and says, "This is a thing that we can do, if this is the desire of all those who have taken the oath."
I don't believe this is. Enoch should be here for this. You do not speak for Arbathad alone. I don't
No.
either. But yet
And-
you say Arbathad wants things back to the way they were. Yet Arbathad has stayed neutral throughout all of this, only seeking that life stays on its course.
Exactly.
We are to let life flourish, and we adapt around it. We have no control over that.
So, do you plead for an isolationist philosophy, or do you plead
No.
for a passive philosophy? I choose to be active.
We must do what we can to stop Nixilis from rising to power again.
And this is what
What
I can
wa-
do.
No. Slaughtering innocent high elves? No. Taking our resources and fighting against General Veldarin? That leads to the path against Nixilis. We have definite cause that he's aligned with the Black Hand. Those in Valentis are just trying to survive. This is what you're trying to do is mere political squabbling. This is not about the greater good versus the greater evil. This is you seeking power.
I know that you believe that, but it truly is not. I'm not seeking power for myself.
Then
I'm not
this
trying
isn't.
to. I don't
this
want to
is-
make myself king of.
This
of
is
the
not a
world.
decision you can make alone. Why aren't all three of us in this room? Yes, I just returned, but why isn't Enoch here? Enoch is more present to Arbathad than any of us.
Then join hands with me and the Ardcanair, and let us seek their counsel, and seek the counsel of Arbathad.
Enoch should be here for that. And yet
That's what
he
I'm
is
saying.
defending the ancient forest by himself while you plot against the world.
Plotting for the world.
No, that is a very thin gray line, brother.
It is
What do
obvious.
we? It's so typical of my own people to hide away in the forest while the wandering wood and the ancient forest fight with the world against darkness. Why have the wood elves you do not? This conversation is over. We need to do what we can to stop Nixilis before it's all over for all of us. Rather than deciding who lives and who dies, we need to fight against darkness, and then you know what? We can pick up that conversation after that. But you're trying to take advantage of a situation for your own zealous thoughts. And I can't believe that someone that I consider as a brother would even go down that path. Are you not side by side with Enoch right now? You hide in the woods.
I'm not hiding.
You are. You're so far from it. And you're plotting and conniving to take over the world. In my eyes.
Brother,
You
I'm
disappoint me.
Just say you're not hiding. We're literally like you made your home base in a city that is literally hiding.
I never said this was my home base. This is where
Well.
I have come presently in order to gather the faithful and launch our campaign. And he's like, and I hope that the united mind of the Sylvan people, that we will have their support and that they will support us in this
You
campaign. But
are
we will
no
launch this
different
campaign regardless.
than General Veldarin. So I look to the Archdruids. Is this really the path you want to go on? Do you really want to believe this? We need to fight for the world today. Not against one another. We need to unite. If you wish to go on that war path, then I will stand against you. Just as I will General Veldarin. And even if I'm fall in battle, I know the people of Arvoluthel will stand against you.
Like, I know that they will as well. Brother, I'm sorry that we do not see eye to eye on this. There have been many issues over the eons that we have not seen eye to eye on. But as is true in the natural order, that it is that conflict of wills. It is in the conflict that it is proven what will be the next course of action for the world. And I am making myself strong and preparing myself for this because I truly believe that this is the right thing to do. And if you decide to stop me, that is perfectly within your right, as is the will of Arbathod, to give that everything should have its own free will and choose for itself, which is the choice that I will take to each nation as I remind them of the invitation that I bring, to honor the old ways or not. And then they can use their will to fight against me, and I will make myself strong enough and my people strong enough that we will overcome them. And in order, if you believe in yourself and in your ideology, because this is what this is a war of ideology, and that is what Nixilis is how he will win, is by polluting our ideals. If you would like to beat me, if you truly believe that your path is the right one, then your will need to be stronger than mine. And I beseech you, as you have hurled these railing questions against me, I invite the same introspection on yourselves. How many have you slain in your quest to bring this, in your quest to get you here so far, because they have disagreed with you, or because they had something that you wanted? The natural order of all life is that the strong govern the weak, because they have the ability to exercise their influence on their environment. This is the oath that I have taken.
That is not our oath, though. We stand for those who cannot fight.
I respect your position, and it seems that we are at an impasse. I think I am safe to assume that you will not be joining me, but I extend this invitation one final time if you would like to join the Oath Keepers.
There's no other way, is there?
It appears that there is not. All right, my course of action is set. It is up to you to decide your course of action. He's like, and the Ardcaner to decide theirs. And as he says that, you can kind of see. The Ardcaner kind of made their positions known, right? One is Ryla is isolationist. Laurel it kind of sides more is the more kind of in the middle. Like we should have like they're holding the middle ground, that they should be united but still be their own people. And then you've got Rond, who is the who has the headdress, and you can see that he's in line with Dane's proposition. He wants them to join the Oath Keepers, and he's been nodding in assent this whole time. And actually, when you had Nolan, when you said, my people, because you are a wood elf halfling, or like a wood elf half elf, right? Yeah. You saw him kind of sneer a little bit to for you to consider yourself one of their people, being a half blood. Like you've seen that look before, you know what it is. So you can tell that you're not one of his people. Is what Ron kind of feels.
I turn away and I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm putting my energy into the ring and I whisper, I wish to commune with Arbathod.
Okay. So you've spoken the desire of your wish aloud. I need, as the DM, as the ring as well, needs to know, what is like the intent behind this wish? Do you want everyone, or do you want a solo session with Arbathod?
Myself.
Okay. Because they had offered to do like a group session.
I need to know this myself.
Okay.
I know it. I thought I could get through without using it, but I gotta.
Okay. Time stops as you are now present in the realm and dominion of Arbathod. You stand before Yggdrasil, the great tree, rising above the universe and through it. This is Arbathod themselves, both male and female, the embodiment and god of life in many worlds, and especially in this one. It is the god of the Oak Striders, and you know them well. And it says, "My son," and a voice both warm and loving and commanding, both male and female, and hermaphrodite, and like everything, and androgynous, with multiple voices. It speaks to you and says, "My son, I see that your heart is troubled. Commune with me. What is your question?"
Is Dane right? Is that what you wish?
I do not wish it exclusively. Each of you, each Oak Strider is given their autonomy, as is all life. This is one of the highest and most important laws of the universe, and of the contract that binds this world together, that free choice stand above all things. And so I have made you autonomous in your abilities and blessed you with my power.
But
he is seeking what he seeks, he believes to be true. And
as you say, we are to have free choice and free will and believe what we believe in. If the old ways are forgotten, that's why we're here, to uphold and protect you and drive back the darkness. We should be the teachers, not the executioners.
And I'm glad that you feel this way, because that is also my will. You are the manifestation of my mercy. Dane is the manifestation of my wrath.
Then what am I to do? I cannot let him go on this warpath. You
are
brought
to
me
do-
back for a reason,
I
didn't
did.
you?
I did. My power and influence is weakening in this world. You have seen that in the clouds of darkness while you dwelt with me in my dominion before I returned you to life. The people do not honor the old ways. And for this, and Nicholas's campaign against turning the hearts and minds of the people away is working. And I can only do so much as the people, as the belief and the faith of the people in the world will allow me to. And so I cannot, I'm exercising all of the influence and power that I have. And which is why I have summoned my champions, you, my Oak Striders. And just as the order is the order of all life, for them to exercise its will, you are my mercy. I want you to win. As in, I want you to win in this age as you have won in ages past. This great cycle of wrath and mercy and reconstruction. It is I want you to win. It has always been your nature to, you balance each other out. And in that you manifest my will. It is right for Dane to go to war. It is right for you to oppose him. There is no one true way. There is only the power of our individual will and the collective will that forms. The power of an ideology is manifest in itself.
I think I understand. And I think I know what I must do.
Then go, my son, and do it. And exercise your influence on your environment. As I have to bring you back several times. But then he says, or they say, with this, you can hear the love and the concern. Like, you know that you will not be reborn if you die. Because you died after taking the oath and before rising and before ascending to the level of power that you need in order to forge your next rebirth. So please be careful, for I love you, and I need you as my champion.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
And I turn away.
You're dismissed. Time, you come back to your body as if nothing has happened. You see everyone kind of still kind of talking, pleading their cases back and forth.
I turn to Dane. I issue a challenge. A challenge of combat. If you best me, you go on your warpath. If I best you, you hold this until Nicholas is dealt with. And then we reconvene with Enoch here to discuss the future of our Voluthal.
He considers this. Brother, I appreciate the force of will and solidarity of purpose that you have brought before me. And in that spirit, I accept your challenge. May the journeys that you continue to forge your wills to be strong. He's like, he speaks to you, the member, like everyone in the room. He says, and he points to Nasir. He says, if we will survive the days that come, your wills will need to be as strong as my brother's and as strong as mine. Now, let us test our wills against one another.
And I assume a fighting position.
And he's like, do you want to do this now, or do you want to do this after, or do you want to do this later? You choose the place, the time and place.
You are hell-bent on going on this war path. I don't think there's any other time.
Okay.
Hats off, Nolan. Do you have an inspiration point?
I do.
All right. We're gonna do some combat. I think I'm gonna open up. Yeah, I think you and I need to switch over to D&D Beyond, or not?
Roll 20.
If
Roll
I'm
20 might
running
be
it, then
hard.
I need to get it sorted.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can just show my window, my roll.
Are
20
we
window.
all? Wait. It's a
we
one-on-one
can all
fight,
go-
isn't it?
Do we have the scene still set up from? I mean, the one we normally use.
Just like the grid.
Well, let me see if I can even get to it. Cello map scene, is that the one I'm looking for? A battle scene?
It's Untitled.
Okay.
Is it a one-on-one fight?
I don't know
Or
which.
are we all fighting?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is it called clipboard
I guess.
or book review?
Oh no, it's roll 20. Roll 20 should be there.
It's
It
not.
says.
Oh, it's not.
Dane asks you, what are the terms of the fight? 1-on-1, or shall we bring our allies?
Allies, let's fucking go, dude.
We're with you, Nasir. Whatever you decide.
I mean,
All right, I
to
got it.
make
Don't worry about it.
to make it interesting for everybody around this table, we can do allies. Yeah.
All right. The Ardcaner tap their staves, and the and you hear the timbre of the timber. You hear that that groan from within the tree as
Very ant-like.
yes, as Ryla actually begins singing. Like it's interesting because she is female and has kind of a higher range, but is through the magic. She's also able to sing in like a baritone that matches her alto in a perfect harmony. And through that, it actually reshapes the room, kind of expanding. The tree itself grows out, kind of creating this battlefield, and then protecting the onlookers. So you guys are now lower down, like the rings, the rings of the tree lowers down into an arena, and then they are left kind of up above to oversee. So everybody kind of on the sides is safe, including Scarlet, who has run to the edge of the room. And with that,
We want to take a bio break while we get
yeah.
the map set up.
yeah,
That would be the
break
time.
probably great. It's 7:40. So we'll be back at 7:50 Pacific time.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
See you in a sec.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
All right. So I'm still setting up this combat, which I wasn't necessarily prepared for. So
You gotta fight.
yeah, because it's gonna happen.
You're right. With your party.
Yeah, with the party. So why don't you guys kind of riff for a minute, and while I set this up, and then we will launch the combat.
Oh, shiz. All right. Well, we're now 60 feet away from our enemies,
Mm-hmm.
kind of all waiting for them to sound the buzzer, I guess. The start buzzer.
Do we have one for Reggie too? Is Reggie on the field?
Yeah,
Reggie's on
Reggie's
the
the,
field.
guy to the right of me.
Okay,
Is
great. Love it.
Greg able to control Reggie?
Oh shoot, yes. Let me make sure everyone can control each other.
That's important.
That is V import. I can't control Greg or
Try now.
no, not moving Greg or the other guy. Oh,
I can
I
move
see
me.
Zilla moving. But yeah, Greg's not getting moved at all.
It says controlled by.
I'm moving all
Are you
around
signed
Oh,
in?
there
as
we go.
you
Now
did?
I am. Now I got grabbed on him. Okay, that was weird. It made me like press and hold a click before it would actually activate them. Cool. Yeah, I got them. I got control over homeboy. Cool.
Alrighty. You okay?
Here we go.
Let's do it. Almost. Oh my gosh. There. That done. Next.
Is everybody in the chat excited? Because I'm kind of excited.
I'm excited.
Oh God. Okay. Let me get all my dice out.
I guess I'll make some combat music.
Go here and
Have we discussed
here.
terms? Like we're not looking to.
Yeah, we haven't discussed terms. We're not killing, right? This is just like a
It's up to you.
knockout situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Call it that.
Well, because Nasir said if you win, you get to Mercer or whatever. If I win, then
Check.
then you just wait. Like wait until we like could discuss this later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so that tells me that he's not planning on killing.
But everybody's got to make that decision. It's like in Karate Kid. You know, when you got your your hand against the dude's neck, and you're like, yeah, and then instead you boop their nose. You got to make that decision to boop their nose.
So that's not a term you're gonna like call out and be like, because didn't he say like what are your terms, and then we went to break?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what are your terms? If you want to.
Like, I don't plan on losing.
Okay. Neither does he.
Yeah. I think, like, ultimately, terms are to, not kill each other, but try to best each other. This is just, trial by combat kind of situation, but without death. But like it's in the moment thing. Like it's when you enter these situations, you know that death is an outcome. Like sometimes
Sometimes it can't be helped.
yeah, you could agree to something, but not always going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's I do not plan on taking any lives in this combat.
You don't always get that option though. Remember that you can only so you can on any attack, if you don't want to kill somebody, you can always declare it a non-lethal attack, right? And so you still do full damage and everything. It's just instead of killing the person, you'll only down them. However, you can't do that with magic, and you can't do it with ranged weapons. So that you'll have to do it in melee.
Quick question: are these guys tough enough to have to make death saving throws, or are they just?
They are tough enough to make death saving throws.
Cool. Then yeah, you got it.
Sorry. Apologize for
No, have a
taking a
separate
second.
table for that, and then a separate rolling one. There we go.
So I guess, like in my head, we're gonna try to best each other. But if you deal by massive damage, then like
Yeah, if you do it by massive damage, or if you're not careful, like if you're just like casting like a hecka good spell or whatever, like I mean, any spell damage you do, if that's the one that puts them over, it could kill them.
Yeah.
But I mean, they'll go down, and then like you could, they'll be making death saving throws, so you might have options after that. But
yeah.
There is only one way to settle this. A dance off.
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum.
Just hopping around.
All right.
Lou
and-
Greg. Blixa. Fight.
All right, that works. Yeah, it worked. I did it.
I got like
I did the
daggers.
thing. All right.
These are my daggers.
Nolan.
Hmm.
Oh, you're gonna be fighting. I don't want to put that on you.
Hold your initiative for you.
I was gonna say, can somebody manage initiative for me?
I can do it.
Okay, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I actually have like a post-it note in front of me. It's perfect.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, sir. Because there are no surprises in this, so it's just gonna be what we roll. I guess maybe I probably should have given you this information beforehand. Do we have any, just kind of like two? I need 2 unique tokens,
Oh,
Should we do like different colors?
or just one. Just one is fine. For the enemies, I need Sarah. You look across the battlefield and you see that Sarah is one of his allies.
okay.
Shit.
And then the other dude, homeboy,
Wait. Oh no. That's
homeboy
Scarlet.
That
archdruid.
is like the perfect token for Dane, except he doesn't have white hair. He does have like a golden
Blonde? Is that the word you're looking for?
well, it's like a darker blonde. Yeah, a dark blonde.
All right.
Wow,
and then
she's
you
pretty.
need another token or no?
Yeah, one more, and it can be just like the regular guys.
It's over 9,000.
Start this, you bastard!
Perfect. All right, yeah, let's roll for initiative. I'll be using my green ranger dice.
I already rolled for initiative.
Good.
And I rolled the lowest I could roll.
Oh,
So,
okay.
So Zilla's got a 5.
All right. Anyone lower than 5?
We're about to find out.
Nope.
Well, that's a nat 20 on Greg's initiative, so 18.
Nice.
I guess. Oh, that's to saving throws. So yeah.
You know,
net
you've
30, 20,
significantly
20.
improved on your initiative
Yeah.
than how
I've-
we used to roll.
All right. Greg, you get a 20?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't mind going last. I've got a lot of movement, so gives me more options actually.
Thank you, Wolfchild. Thank you for the good luck. Because that was to me, right? The GM. Like you're cheering
No.
on Dane and
Said got
Shane and Sarah.
No.
That's-
was really
No.
just
Plural.
really getting behind their cause, right? Yeah. No.
No.
This is the
the
silence speaks for itself.
Perfect,
Alexa, what did you roll?
Perfect response,
18.
Wolfchild.
18? Okay.
Oh, Aerocat! So good to have you here. Yeah, catch the VOD later. This is a good one. Skip the first.
Oh my god,
Well, I don't know,
Aerocat.
It took us 40 minutes to get on here, but I think a lot of that won't be on there. So yeah, make sure the beginning has some pretty good stuff. I mean, it's all good. This has been a really good one.
Ericat, it's been an intense episode, so you're gonna want to watch it.
Lots of really good role play in this one.
And Gabriel redeemed a pep talk.
Oh, yeah. Let's get a pep talk before people die.
Reggie, where's Reggie at in the initiative?
Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Reggie. I gotta find his character sheet. I am not used to playing 2 characters. His initiative is +1, and that means he's gonna roll. Oh, that's a 2 for Reg.
A pep talk for me?
It's over 9,000.
I feel like Reggie might die.
And
forgot
Reggie
about
used
that.
that short rest, by the way, to attune to the Ring of Earth Elemental Command.
I don't remember what pep talk does, but thank you.
Yeah, what does pep talk do? I ask this every time somebody uses it. I always forget about it. It's actually I think a bonus that
Pep
chat can give you
talk
guys.
is
Is it a free inspiration?
It's some sort of positive.
it's like a D4 to a roll, right?
Oh, to a single roll?
Yeah, I think so.
Might be.
Okay,
That's-
that's what I'm gonna call it.
right.
D4.
To a single roll of my choosing.
Heck yeah, Ericat's gonna
risk.
stick around. Be a good
Thank
luck
you.
charm for me, right? Ericat for me. Ericat's my good luck charm. Dibs.
You're
Oh, it's
Really
Bardic
quick,
Inspiration.
Yeah,
DM.
it's bardic inspiration. Okay, yeah. So you have a bardic inspiration, Larissa.
Yay!
Use that within the first 10 rounds of combat.
Okay.
Really quick, DM. About that cool orb I got.
Yeah.
We never discussed if I was able to attune to it while I was.
Oh, so during that kind of morning period that we had today, I let you guys kind of attune to any. Yes. So basically, you can be attuned to whatever you want to be attuned to. You guys can rearrange your attunements. And it happened this morning is when it happened.
Riz, are you gonna roll that D4 for your initiative? Looks like that's what they were doing.
Well, I was
before.
looking at Bardic Inspiration. That's at least a D6.
I will
so
know
should it
for Pep Talk as a D4.
Okay. Do I want to add it to my initiative? Yeah. It's not. Well,
You
no,
don't have to.
I'll save. I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
Some.
Just remember it.
Yeah. I got
Alright.
it here.
Cello, what's the initiatives for you?
All right, for Dane. Dane has an initiative of 10. Sarah has an initiative of 14.
Ability check. Attack.
And it's Sarah without an H, if anybody
Okay.
cares. Sara. Then yes, it does make a good bonus to hit Arrowcat. They all rolled low. But two of them actually got 10 as well. I'm not just like making that up. Like I rolled for each of them. They got like 3 5s. So they let's just, if you just want to call it like 9 and 8 to separate them.
I just put them all with Dane because I'm at a 7.
Oh, okay. And then the last one rolled. He actually rolled a 1, so he's at a 6.
Slow elf boy.
Yeah, slow elf boy. And yeah, they're all dexterous. Like they're all wood elves, except for Dane, who is a dark.
Okay, it goes Greg, Blixa, Sarah, Dane, and 2 elves. Myself, Zilla, Reggie, and then slow elf boy.
All right.
You have this knowledge, being knowing that you know him intimately and well. Dane is a level 20 Gloomstalker Ranger.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Okay.
He's level 20.
Yeah.
All right.
He's been questing a little bit longer than you guys have. He grew up in the Underdark, which here is called Jotunheim. And yeah, the Dark Elves, just fun fact, they're not inherently evil. They also are a part of the people to like accept the charge of the elves and go. But their charge specifically was to protect the world from the Underdark. And so, which is why he's a Gloomstalker Ranger. They really believe in being self-reliant and making themselves strong. Because if they don't, the aberrations and fiends and monstrous things that live down there will destroy their people. So that's just a little bit more kind of background on Dane and who he is and where he comes from. Yeah. Who is first? My good dude Nolan.
Greg.
Great. Gruagach is going to... Let's see, what's Gruagach going to do? So we haven't had a long rest since the dragon fight, eh?
And we have.
We
Yeah,
have
you
had a
just
long
slept last
rest.
night.
Oh, okay,
Yep,
cool.
you just saw it last night.
Great.
When
Awesome.
when that green lightning bolt resurrected the seer.
Got it.
Makes
Very good. Well, if that is indeed the case, then Gruagach is going to go ahead and... So this is a dark elf. Probably can't charm him. I wasn't expecting to be going first. I'm not going to lie to you. I was not expecting to go first.
Hey, I took my time to prepare.
All
I
right.
get it.
Greg is going to use his action to cast...
Oh, I hear those drums of war.
I'm hearing like random timpanis. Yeah.
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 I'm
Isn't that
not hearing
great?
it
Is that
fully.
hitting the spot? That's only... There's only
I'm
timpanis
not-
playing right
It's
now.
only random. It's not like
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah,
not hearing it.
it's
in
not
full.
consistent.
It's
So
too
it's like,
spaced
bomb.
out to
Maybe this will
Bomb.
Yeah.
Bomb.
Is this better? You hear the snares now?
Yeah.
Cool.
There we go.
Ooh.
All right, Greg is going to use his action
That is
to
good. I like
pop
that.
off a moonbeam. Actually, he's going to pop a bark skin off. He's going to go ahead and
Smart,
pop
smart.
a bark skin because for his next maneuver, Greg is going to use his bonus action to wild shape into, you guessed it, a Quetzalcoatlus. What's the ceiling situation like in this space? Like, is this a space that's large enough that I can fly around and like combat
Yes,
or
it is.
what? Okay. Great.
So the field is as big as the map is right now. Those are 5-foot squares. Yeah, you guys are in a ring that descended down into the tree about 100 feet. So you've got like and then it was like a 60-foot ceiling. So yeah, you got 160 feet of clearance up to the
Hell
ceiling.
yeah, love it.
But 100
gonna-
feet up is where you're gonna hit the Ardcanair.
All right, great. So we're gonna go ahead and turn into a Quetzalcoatlus and use my movement to get 40 feet up in the air. And we're gonna move.
Sorry, 100's a lot. Just because I'm like looking. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 50 feet up to the Ardcanair, and then another 60 feet above that. So you've got 110 feet of clearance.
Cool. Greg's gonna
120.
kinda like.
So if you do have any druids or call lightning, you can call lightning is castable in here.
Great. So Greg is gonna fly up 40 feet in the air over to where he is there,
Nice.
and that is Greg's turn.
All right. Who's next?
That is
Me.
Blixa. With Sarah on deck.
I am going to use my action to summon Lily,
Nice.
and
Because it picked up again. I was like,
yeah. So I'm using my action to summon Lily, and then I am going to bonus action Nature's Veil.
Nice.
So me and any equipment I'm carrying will become magically invisible. And then
Magically delicious.
Magically delicious. And then let's see. I'm gonna
Oh, just an
move-
FYI, just so everybody knows, when you're within 10 feet of me, you get +5 to your saving throws. And
Nice.
then you can't be frightened. And I think that's it for my auras that would affect you.
In hindsight, I should have gone back and turned what's his name into a T-Rex, so we have 2 T-Rexes on the field. But you know,
Okay, I'm gonna move there.
I'll get it done if we have to. If the battle gets hard enough.
Okay. And then Lily is going to take the dodge action on her turn, but move between me and the party.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Because it's an action to summon Lily.
Yes.
Got it. Cool.
Unfortunately, it is. I wish she was there all the time, but
As Lily comes out, you see her excited to be fighting with her Zaza. Like she's like,
hell yeah.
after the talk you guys had and the wonderful day you spent yesterday, like she's just ready. Like, let me at him, Zaza.
Sarah is up.
Oh no. He's like,
Sarah
here we go.
is up. All right. Sarah is going to pull back here. Well, actually, hold on. Let me look up that spell. What's the range on Hunter's Mark? You know.
I think
Unrelated
we're in
note.
it.
90 feet.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, she's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on Gregosaurus Rex over there, and
Greg Sequatl.
then- yeah,
Greg
Greg
Sequatlus.
Greg Sequatlus.
Does Hunter's Mark
Sorry.
carry on through wild shapes? Like if I unwild shape, would it still be on
Yep.
me? Okay.
It carries on until either she loses concentration or you drop to 0 hit points and she uses a bonus action to switch it to somebody else, or 8 hours.
Okay.
Or if she just switches it to somebody else just because.
No, you can only do that when they reach 0 hit points. Or she can recast it on somebody else.
Yeah.
And so it'll end the first one, but you have to spend the spell slot again to recast it.
Oh, well.
All right, so she's gonna do that, and then she's going to make 2 longbow attacks at you, Greg, with
Okay.
her +2 longbow.
Okay.
Ooh, she probably. What's your AC?
16 because of bark skin.
16. Okay. Yeah, she missed.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that. Oh, sorry, just the first one. Let me
Oh.
roll this. It's like, yeah. I didn't even roll it yet. Okay. Yeah, she hits you with the second one.
Okay.
That is going to be. It was a 19 for anybody
Yeah, that gets me all right.
who thinks. I'm still a DM who does not fudge their dice rolls. So I'm
It's
not
true.
going to sit here and just like make shit up.
Yeah.
That's just not my philosophy.
Like, yeah, it hits you.
That's your philosophy as a DM, and I'm at your table. I will play by your rules. But I want you to know the stakes are real at my table. Okay.
What kind of steaks are they? You know, T-bone.
I'm
New York?
medium rare, like a cordon
Wagyu?
bleu, or not a cordon bleu, filet mignon. You know,
Okay.
the French steak, but not because it's French, because it's just really good.
No, Gabriel, the
it's
transfer
real.
would not trigger on wild shape. It's still the same target who is alive.
Okay. What is 15 magical piercing damage?
15 magical piercing.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, forgot the extra D6 for the Hunter's Mark. 17.
All right.
Magical piercing. All right. That is going to be her turn.
All right. It is now Dane and the 2 elves.
Ooh, Dane and the 2 elves. Okay. Dane is also going to cast Hunter's Mark on Greg.
Ah,
Oh no, sorry, my
that's
bad.
cold, bruh.
No. I was thinking like, oh, that's the first closest person. Thinking roleplay wise, and I'm not doing this because you complained. I'm doing this because I just, it's obviously going to be Nolan. So bonus, the Hunter's Mark will be on Nolan. And he is going. You see him draw his bow, and then like take careful aim at you as he begins to kind of overdraw it. Blixa, you recognize this as sharpshooter. So he's aiming for extra damage right now. Using
He has
sharpshooter.
disadvantage because of the close up displacement.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Ah, well, that's what I get for being ballsy. All right, he misses. Good job. With the first one, haha, he has another attack. Still has disadvantage because he hasn't hit you yet. Realizing that the first one was didn't hit, he's going to not use the sharpshooter on the second one. Ooh, there we go. That's
And
what we're talking.
remind the people. Sharpshooter is that -5.
So you got so the sharpshooter. Yeah, so you take a -5 to your accurate to your to hit to your attack, right? And then but you get 10 extra damage on top of the regular damage you do.
Pretty sweet. That's what it is. It's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet.
When you hit.
All right, this is coming at you, so you probably have a really baller AC. I'm trying to look at I'm looking at my actions. What is the? Yeah, I didn't add my inventory. Sorry. How's this? Sorry, wait. Why is this not working? So what I'm doing is I forgot to add his equipment into his. So now I'm trying to find his equipment in D&D Beyond. I'm not sitting here trying to make up a number for you.
He's like, wait, pause. I forgot to put on my pants.
Yeah.
Hey, what's a cleric's favorite hot drink?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, a hot toddy?
Divinity.
Madame.
I love it.
I do not understand why it's not letting me search for items. Like I have. Okay, whatever.
Just use a regular lighter. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be all right. No, exactly. Okay, here we go. We'll just do.
You don't need some god tier magical item. Just.
Where's proficiency at? There it is. Okay, thank you. I forgot what it was at level 20. Oh gosh.
Hero Cat says, "What's a rogue's favorite armor?" Hide.
So
Well,
good.
Good one, Hero Cat.
I see that and I raise you. What's a paladin's favorite armor?
Faith.
Chainmail, because it's holy.
All right. All right. All right. I finally finished calculating what his attack is because I didn't do it in D&D Beyond. But he rolled a 27.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Okay. All right. And that is going to be the 5 plus the 1 plus the 5 plus the 2.
So 13?
Yeah, that. Magical piercing. Plus an additional 3. 16. All right. And then he's going to use his movement to back up. Being arranged since he's in ranged right now. And then it's the other 2 elf boys.
Yep.
Okay, they're gonna do the same thing. But they are going to target. This one is going to target. I was like, who's that other person? Reggie. Yeah, this guy's totally gonna get Reggie with his hunter's mark. And oh, he rolled an 18 to hit on the first attack.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna be
That gets him.
12 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And on the second attack,
Please miss.
his AC is, or sorry, the attack is 20.
That hits.
22.
Ah.
So I'm doing a lot of mental math right now because I don't have the character sheet complete. So that's why, like, I'm not making stuff up. I just want you guys to know that now. The 14 magical piercing damage on the second attack.
14 magical
Mhm.
piercing. Ugh. All right.
Hunter's mark. Remind me, the D6 gets added to each attack, right? Not just the first one.
Let me
I believe
look
I
real
believe
quick.
so.
Okay. He's still alive, if only just. Remember, this is a 4th level fighter.
Yes, each attack.
Okay. If sorry, on Dane's turn, I meant to do this, but I forgot to do it. You hear him audibly call out to his team, and he wants you to know and hear. He says, "Do your best not to kill them, and if any of you would like to retreat, you may. Let it not be said that Dane does not extend mercy."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and with that, his other, it's just yeah, because there's the one that went really slow. This is not going to move forward. Also going to move back. They all move back, and they're going to. This one's coming at you, Zilla. So another hunter's mark, and ooh, that's 15 magical piercing.
It does not hit me. Whoa.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry, that was the. What's your AC?
17.
Yeah. It was like a 23 to hit. I just forgot to
okay,
say the
okay.
attack. My bad. I rolled the damage in the thing all at once. Try
I'm
to
like,
speed it up.
excuse you?
My bad.
All right,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
And the second attack is going to be, that's a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 12 more magical piercing damage.
Okay.
As he also backs up.
We really got to start like doing damage to these people.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that was their turns. So, all right. Wait, did I do the last guy too early?
Yeah.
He was supposed to go last. No, that's right. I didn't do him yet. I just rolled the attacks for the other guy. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. This is what it's like in my brain. Welcome.
Do we need to make the guy who's not paired with another initiative dude to have like his own color or something? To make it a little bit easier.
How do we do those
Look.
dots?
Oh, we can
Here,
do that.
and there's a snail over him too.
Oh, he's slower.
He's slow boy.
Slow boy.
Oh, good. And you added it to the token. So
Yeah.
it'll move with them. Okay, yeah, this is the slow one. And then these two attack together.
All right. My go.
Yes.
All right. I am going to just rush up, moving my full 35 and then using an action to dash to get right here, actually.
Okay.
And then I am going to, let me make sure. I haven't played this guy in such a long time. I need to make sure I got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You can dash and attack on the same turn?
well, I'm using my bonus action to use the back the side of the hilt.
Oh,
of
you
my
can do that
glaive.
even when you haven't made an attack?
Let me double check.
I think you have to make an attack action to get that bonus action.
Oh shit, you're right. It's just sorry. It's listed as a bonus action on my thing. So
Yeah.
actually, instead, oh fuck, I gotta close the gap anyway. And does my armor thing proc only on melee?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to check. Ooh, okay. Then I'll go back. I do. Um, cool. I am going to cast Spirit Shroud on myself.
Ooh.
What does that do?
So it lasts for a minute. It's concentration based. You call forth the spirits of the dead, which flit around you for the spell's duration. The spirits are intangible and invulnerable until the spell ends. When you attack, any attack you make deals an extra D8 when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you. The damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold. And any creature that you takes this damage cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn. In addition, any creature of your choice that you can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you has its speed reduced by 10 until the start of your next turn.
What spell was that?
Spirit Shroud is from Tasha's.
Wow. Okay, remind me of all those triggers because I'm not going to remember any of that.
We'll do.
All right.
That is my turn.
Who's next?
That is Zilla.
It's me.
Oh, awesome.
All right. Let's see. I didn't know I was next. I thought there was another person. All right, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, actually, one quick thing, Cello. Can I just use, since I have my action still, can I just heal up a little bit? Like use my lay on hands to heal up the 13 I took?
Wait, you still have, because you didn't charge or you didn't dash?
Yeah, I didn't dash.
Yeah. Of course you
Cool.
can use your action.
Cool. Sorry, Zilla. Go ahead.
That's okay. Yeah. I'm gonna use my all right. Let me make sure that this is what I can do. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go the 55 feet required to get up here next to Snail Boy. And then I'm going to try to attack with my +1 rapier.
Okay. Do it.
Going for it. For gold. For glory. All right. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. Haha.
Good job.
Get him. All right. +5 here. And I'm gonna add
whack.
And I'm gonna add this plus D4 because I can. Can I add this to damage?
It cannot be added to damage.
Okay, then I won't waste it then. But I will give him 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Ooh. All right. He's going to take that 12 damage.
And because of my mobile feat, I can step away from his range. Actually, no, he's a ranger, right?
Yes.
So
how far do you move?
I have a 40-foot movement speed, and
so you dashed?
I dashed as a bonus action.
Okay, cool.
Went 55, so I still have 25 more feet, something like that. I don't math well.
I don't math well either.
But I'm gonna move back. I went up, stabbed him, and I'm gonna move back to where I'm next to Miss here.
Okay.
So I'm within 10 feet of him. And that is my turn.
Perfect. And
all right, Reggie.
Cool. Reggie has never taken a hit so hard in his life because he is way out of his league. So he's gonna use his bonus action to use his second wind because that shit just like woo, that got him good.
Wrecked him.
Yep.
Welcome to the party, Reggie.
Thank you, mate.
This is the big leagues.
Yeah. So that is, he's taken back 11 of his hit points. And let's see. He's going to use his hidden step to turn invisible.
Okie dokie.
And then... Actually, you know what? No, never mind. I can't use 2 bonus actions. Aha. And he's going to use his action to use the Ring of Elemental Command to cast Wall of Stone. I think. Hold on, let me see. Wall can have any shape you desire. Here to panels AC 15. You know what? He's going to give himself Stone Skin. And now he's got resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Don't they all have magical weapons?
Yeah.
Do they do, eh? Well, then never mind.
Yep.
God dang it. All right.
Does the stone skin add to his AC though?
No, it's bark skin.
No, it doesn't. That's bark skin. Cool. He's just going to go ahead and do the original Wall of Stone thing. So the wall is 10 by 10 panels, meaning he's going to build a wall right... Are these 5 or 10-foot squares?
5.
These are
Viva
5-foot
la
squares?
revolución. Maybe just cut off the hand.
Yeah, so he's just basically going to go for
Good
it and
job.
draw like a
Realize we're
straight line
trying
of
to
wall.
we're trying
Sorry?
to run there.
We're trying to rush them?
Well, I mean, yeah.
All right, well then never mind that then. We'll go ahead and get rid of it. I'm trying to just keep Reggie alive and also useful, but I'm not used to, I've never played a fighter before.
Well, his usefulness will come if you get him in melee.
Exactly. That's fair. That's fair.
Also, he's a 4th level fighter. He is wildly out of his league for this fight.
Exactly.
If he wants to run
Until
away,
I can get to him
it's-
with Greg and turn him into a T-Rex.
Oh, okay. I
At
was
which
like, we
point
got a
he's
plan for him.
very useful.
Do it.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to see if there's like a way that I can just like hide and protect myself. Ah, okay. Well, no, that's only melee, eh?
Because you would have to come out of Quetzalcoatlus to do that. Huh?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll burn the wild shape and go back
He did
to.
say people can retreat and they will.
Mhm. If I mean, you're so large, if you were to just be in front of him, you give him cover.
That is true.
So you just have him run up to be like right behind you, and you land.
But
And then you're-
yeah.
But that's up to you.
Also, recognize that you know that Dane used sharpshooter, which means he ignores all but full cover, and he's not going to provide. Allies are not going to provide full cover for you.
Okay, gotcha.
So
All right, well, he's going to use his movement to kind of line up behind Quetzalcoatlus Greg.
You're in the air, right?
And yeah, he's in the air, but he's going to like stand kind of like, I guess, yeah, behind where Quetzalcoatlus Greg is coming, because Quetzalcoatlus Greg is going to come down on the next turn and hopefully be able to save his life. And then action-wise, I don't really have much in the ways of distance, so I guess I'll hold an action. If anybody comes within melee range, I'll melee the heck out of them.
Cool. It's slow
you
boy.
used all your movement.
I didn't use all my movement, but I don't need to use any more movement. I'm happy with where I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, are you just? I mean, do you have enough movement to run it? If you still have your movement and action, could you get in there and just like attack him?
I can't take enough hits to get in there and start attacking yet. So on the next turn, Greg's got to turn him into a dinosaur, and then Greg can do something with himself too.
Oh, sorry, you're playing as Reggie right now.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you. I was like,
No.
dude,
No,
go for
this
it.
is Reggie.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Slow boy
that's
is
Reggie's
next.
turn. Who's slow boy?
The one that
Good
I stabbed.
boy.
Ah,
Yes.
I thought that was
Hey.
Greg for a second, and y'all
Good
was
job.
taking a slight.
I'm gonna call you slow boy.
Okie dokie.
That's fair.
With that, so he's gonna cast his Hunter's Mark. Zilla's already got a Hunter's Mark. Who doesn't have one?
Izzy,
Blix,
right?
Izzy.
Blixa?
Yep. So
I'm invisible.
You are invisible. You're still a valid target for
Hunter's mark.
well, for anything.
Well,
Didn't they move?
Doesn't
Like,
don't you have to cast Hunter's mark on a target that you can see?
Yeah, you can see. Let's see.
but
If they're invisible, then
yeah, like she
You're-
turned invisible. No,
Oh.
they turned invisible and then moved.
If
they're
you're
not
right,
in the same
it does
location.
break line of sight. So let me. Good point. Let me. Does it say person you can see? I just need to check the wording.
let me look it up.
Yep, you can see. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. You are right. But do remember, I know I've made this point before, but invisibility, it is important to know that invisibility doesn't mean that people don't know where you are. It means that it does break line of sight. And it also gives you advantage on all your attacks and disadvantage on all attacks against you. So if you don't want people to know where you are while you're invisible, you have to use the hide action to begin sneaking. But because it breaks line of sight, you can hide anywhere where normally you have to hide behind something, right? So that is the benefit. I mean, but advantage on everything and disadvantage on everything against you is pretty great. With that, you're right. So you're not a valid target. They are just going to make 2 attacks at Gregosaurus, Gregzocoatlus, since he's just huge over there. First attack misses.
Well, actually, I lost my concentration on Barkskin from getting attacked. I rolled it, so my AC is now 13 as a Quetzalcoatlus.
Oh, okay. They rolled really low on
It's-
that, but thanks for
Okay.
being honest.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but Greg, it's actually 15 because you add your dex and con because of unarmored defense.
Okay, cool. Then it's 15.
Because I thought Stone Skin didn't give you.
I cast Barkskin originally.
Oh, bark skin. Gotcha.
Yeah, Stone Skin is a different thing that I almost did, but I didn't do.
Right. Okay. Cool. He actually misses on the second attack too. So
Oh, great.
Slow Boy is living up to his name.
And then Greg's up, right?
Yep, Greg is up.
Cool. Greg realizes in his stupor and his excitement and his confusion and his sadness and his grief and his joy and his just overall being torn spiritually
All the
between
feels.
sides, he realizes that he's now responsible for Reggie. Whether he likes it or not, he's got to protect this guy. So Gregzocoatlus swoops back down and uses his bonus action and blows the wild shape to turn back into Greg. And then using his action, he's going to say, "Trust me," while he pats, actually he doesn't even have to touch him, while as he turns Reggie into a T-Rex.
Okay.
So
you don't ha-
Reggie's,
What's the
yeah,
range on polymorph if you don't have to touch
60
him?
feet.
Wow.
Yeah. So Greg is now regular size Greg, and homie is a T-Rex.
Okay.
And that is Greg's turn.
All right. Who's up next?
That is Blixa.
Cool. Blixa. Okay, so I'm going to attack this one standing next to Dane with my long bow of
Okay.
thorny thorns.
Oh, so good. Who gave you that? Why did they?
And that is. Well, I need to get my calculator.
Oh my gosh.
It's
My fancy zones is screwing me up.
That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
Perfect. That is... that is 17 damage for the first hit. then I have second attack. And I'm shooting at the same boy.
Which one is it? The one on the left or the right?
That one.
Okay. Thank you.
And then let's see. Right. I am going to use, so I have a second attack, but I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns.
Okay. Sorry, what was the damage on him again? That first guy?
17.
17. Thank you.
Mhm.
It is recorded.
Yay!
For real?
Mm.
Are you? I swear, you Carters just make stuff up. Just make up crits.
No, I got to tell you, I have this like the clear white dice that I got. Like it wasn't even part of the dice pack, but these dice are blessed.
These ones?
Yeah,
Blurst those dice.
blessed. Okay.
Blurst.
All right. That is very, very, very awesome. Okay. So that is. Okay. Okay. And is Hail of Thorns also doubled?
Doubled? Yeah. The dice. You double the dice, but not any modifiers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, and remember
Double the dice!
when you crit it casts it for free.
Cool.
But
So I still have a bonus action.
Good lord.
What were you saying, Nolan?
no, because but Blixa cast it before they made the attack, right?
Oh yeah, you cast it before you made the attack, huh?
Yeah.
And then you crit, so you got a free one. So if you want to roll that a third time, you may, because so you cast it and then it casts for free.
Okay, cool.
So you crit, you crit on the one. So you get your attack, your crit, on the both the attack and the Hail of Thorns, and then you have a second. Well, I mean, yeah. So roll Hail of Thorns and double its dice too, because it's all the same hit.
Okay, so this guy right here, with that second attack, is going to take 28 damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And then I'm going to do Hail of Thorns separate since you have to make a dex
Saving
save.
throw or whatever.
Yeah, he's got his hunter's mark, so he's gonna have to make a save too.
And then anybody within 5 feet of him, so that includes Dane.
Where's my calculator? Oh, that's right. All right, hold on. All right, that hurt. I don't think he's gonna make his con save. Or maybe he will. His hunter's mark is still up. So how much damage does Dane and everybody around him take?
So their dex save is 14, and then if they fail, so I just did one Hail of Thorns for right now. Or do you want me to roll
Okay.
both?
I mean, it happened, right?
Yeah, it happened. So,
So you roll,
yeah,
you roll
roll
the damage 3 times, right?
4 times.
4 times? Oh well. Shit.
Yeah, because she crit. Well, I guess no, because it casts 3 times because the crit casts it for free, so it shouldn't double the damage of the. Well, no, because that's what I let it do last time. Yeah, no, quadruple.
4?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get.
so-
Yeah.
So
you get-
whatever it is, roll that 4 times.
and then add the modifier twice because it's 2 spells.
So there is no modifier, it's just a straight.
Oh, that's right.
So just 40-10 damage.
Yeah, that is gonna hurt, little child. What monsters have I created?
Calculator. This is going to be probably the most damage I've ever done. if they fail. Okay. If they fail, it's 54 damage.
Oh gosh. Okay.
27 if they've passed.
Yeah. Divided by 2. Yeah, 27.
27 if they pass. Okay. And is it who's taking it? It's Dane and Sarah, or everybody?
No. 5 feet. Let me read, make sure.
I think it's I thought it was all to
5
this
feet.
guy. So it's him and him taking damage.
No, it's this
No?
guy.
Oh.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, I've got the damage calculated on the right guy.
Got
Yeah,
it.
within 5 feet of it must make a dex saving throw.
Okay, so it's just him and Dane.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they both saved, so they're gonna both take. It was what was it? His 27 damage?
27.
Okay.
Glancing over at the screen, you can't see the enemies on the top.
Yeah, Dave, can you scroll up a bit?
Oh, sure. Maybe.
Okay, cool. So that
better?
was
No, still don't see it.
Waiting for the stream to catch up.
How's that?
all right.
No,
and
still can't see the
then
enemies.
My
Oh,
movement.
I'm
That's as like I'm scrolling up, and that's as up as I can scroll.
Could
And
you
zoomed.
click the roll 20 thing and then just hold Alt and try to see if you can move the screen up? Like, you have to do it in OBS.
In OBS.
Yeah. Like click on the roll 20 capture and then hold Alt and see if you can drag the screen up.
Oh, I see. I see what's going on. All right. Give me one hot second, and I will have that sorted. I'm actually just going to reset the transform on it.
And this is where everything falls apart. No.
Nope. Wait a little bit. This is where Dave just kills it
Hold on.
super hard.
Okay.
Wait
If
a
for
minute,
whatever
Ray.
reason, the stream falls apart right now, we are close enough to end. I mean, we're not. We're going to keep going. I think we will end after this round of combat.
Are you guys ready?
So if hold on, real quick. If it does, we will be back next week. If we can't, something breaks right now, we will just come back next week, and we'll
better,
pick
yeah.
up right here. But I think we're okay.
I didn't break it. Everything's fine.
Yay!
Yay.
I trust you.
some
I believe
faith.
in you.
And
There's a lot of moving parts.
do we want to go an extra 40 minutes or no?
I can.
Are you busy?
I would. I don't think we'll finish in 40 minutes. Maybe we will, but I think we should save it for next time.
Oh, that looks
Okay.
good, Dave.
Cool.
But we will finish this round of combat, and so I mean, because we're still at the beginning, so we got a few
Okay.
more.
Cool. So I took my movement, and then Lily is just going to be taking the dodge action.
Okay, sounds
So it's-
great.
It's now Sarah, Dane, and the two elves.
Sarah, wow. Okay, they all go together. Sarah is going to keep her hunter's mark on Greg and make 2 more attacks.
Okay.
She misses with the first one,
Okay. My AC is
And
18 now, by the way.
and she misses with the second one.
Great.
So that sucked. Then he let's see. So now it's Dane. Dane's gonna go. You see him put away his bow, and then cast greater invisibility on himself.
Uh-oh.
And so he then I think that's his action, and I don't think he can do anything else. Oh, but as his action, you see him draw 2 short swords. And that will be his turn. With that, it's going to go to the Ranger 1, who is almost dead, and then Ranger 2. So Ranger 1 is going to let's see, who was it that was pelting him with all that in Blixa? Are you still invisible, Blixa?
No.
Okay. Then who did he hunter's mark? key hunters marked. Reggie? Was he attacking Reggie?
Yeah, it was the first one did Reggie, the second one did Zilla, and
Yeah,
then the
yeah, yeah.
last one did Blixa.
Okie dokie. So he is going to attack. He's lost his hunter's mark, so he's just going to. He'll recast it with a bonus action. Why not? I'm sorry, Reggie.
All right, what's coming at Reggie? The T Reggie.
Regisaurus Rex.
T Reggie is
Tyrannosaurus Reg.
is going to take. Does he have an 18? AC?
What is AC? No.
Sorry,
it's
yeah,
13.
18 is the attack.
13. It gets me.
Okay, then he takes 9 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
All right, and that was the first attack. Second attack is 21, and
That's
he's
me.
going to take 15 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
Ow.
And, all right, so then we go to the other ranger who is attacking Zilla,
Okay.
right? That's who he hunter's marked.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Trying to keep it all straight in my head. Sorry. All right, so that is a 23 to hit.
That gets me.
Gets you. Okay, and then he does 15 magical piercing damage.
Ow.
And then he will hit again for a 26.
Yeah.
And he will do 13 magical piercing damage.
Okay. Cool. Which one was the one that hit me?
This one.
Okay. Cool.
That's you attacked the other one, right? On your
This
turn?
is no. When I went and shanked somebody, it was.
Oh yeah,
this
you
guy.
got the slow guy. Yep. Okay, I've got it recorded on the right person. All right. Those are my turns.
Cool. So Dane didn't try to hide, right?
Casted
invisible.
Girder invisibility.
Oh, you're right. He didn't try to hide. I could have, but I forgot about that.
So I can, I like, oh shoot. So I just have disadvantage, right?
Yeah, you have disadvantage. But as you approach him, he makes an opportunity attack, and
Upon approach.
yeah, with his legendary action, and you're going.
All right, he has disadvantage because of my cloak.
because of your cloak. Thank you.
Wait, as a legend. Oh, never mind. I'm getting it confused with lair action. I'm like,
Oh,
he said
yeah.
this wasn't his home base. You son of a
Wait.
bitch. How is this his lair?
I would also have rightfully been mad. I mean, you've been playing D&D for a long time, but like I don't know, like you're growing, Zilla, or like Riss. Like it's
Thank you.
you're like making veteran calls. Like what the fuck is like?
Wait a minute.
I know better than this. Like it's fun to like see that progress.
Thank you. This is my favorite game / hobby.
It is also mine. But fuck if Nolan hasn't got me actually hooked on Warhammer, and I love / hate him for it. Anyway.
One job.
So, all right, he did miss with that.
Cool.
So that sucks. But
All right. Come on. I am now reborn from the dead. This disadvantage is going to be 220s. I feel it. I feel it. There's 120, but unfortunately disadvantage. So that is a 23 to hit.
a 23 to hit with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. I am going to divine smite the ever living shit out of this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Boom, boom, boom. Improved divine smite, and then the other extra thing, the spirit shroud.
Yeah, what does that do again?
So it's an extra D8 of radiant damage, so just an extra thing, and then you can't heal until my next turn, and then Anyone within 10 feet of me reduces their move by 10.
Oh, okay. All right. What was the damage again?
Give me a sec here.
Okay. Yeah, that chuckle makes me cringe on the inside because I know I'm about to take a lot of damage.
Fight him, almighty Schmiter.
That is a total of. Wait. $66. So that's 31 slashing damage, and then 35 radiant damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Is he
Yes.
still invisible?
Yes, he is. Oh, I guess I should make his constitution or concentration checks, huh?
Mhm.
So it's 2 rolls. It was 35 and what?
No, that's all 1 damage.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's all 1 attack.
So what was the total? 70? something?
66. So 33 is
66,
the save.
33. 33 is the save. I don't think he can possibly make that. Nope. Okay. Yeah, he's visible.
Cool. I'm gonna attack him again.
Fuck you. I'm so happy for you.
Okay, fuck. I'm gonna do another divine smite into him.
Okay.
All right. 10. 37.
Nasir, Arrowcat asked, how does it feel to be back?
And fucking tastic. 37. 41. 50,
I'm actually really glad to see Nasir back
60,
too. Hope he sticks
70.
around.
Do you need me to split up the damage? It's all magical.
No. it's
91 damage.
fine. Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
I'm not shitting you. That's exactly how many hit points he has.
Wow.
Wow. That's our Nasir. That's the man we follow.
He
he's probably strong enough to make saving throws, but
he
still.
falls to the ground. And like clutching his chest as it's pouring out. Where did you hit him? Was it just
Yeah, just cross the chest.
across the chest? Like he clutching his chest, gasping for breath, bleeding out, hanging on to life. And he looks up at you and says, "Your will is strong, brother." And yeah.
I am the mercy that quells your rage. And
Ooh.
hey, we can stay in combat, but I'm gonna heal him 1. But I can wait until my next turn if we want to do that.
Wait.
I mean, so you're gonna heal him 1?
Well, I don't have the action economy to do it.
You said, I mean, Cello said that they were strong enough to make death saving throws, so
Yeah.
Wait till you have the action economy.
Okay, cool. We'll do. Then I'll bonus action attack the guy that Blix has been hitting.
Okay.
Just bonking him in the face.
Give him a good old bonk.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits
Cool.
on the nose. That is his AC exactly.
Dope.
Look at you, just
I know. And
going down the line.
shit, that does 19 bludgeoning damage.
19.
Yeah. I took Great Weapon
Okay.
Master, and I'm never not taking the -5 for +10.
Oh, okay. Everybody, I want you to hear that.
Yeah, it's
Never.
canon now.
That's canon.
Mhm.
Yep. So
That's an absolute statement.
So along with my my aura is now plus my charisma damage to melee attacks. So on top of my strength, that's 10 plus a plus 1 weapon, so that's 11. So plus the plus 10, it's 21 for just my glaive.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that sucks for me. That's awesome for you. Very happy. Sorry, if it looks like I'm looking around, it's because I've got like so many things up. I want
Same.
to forget to like look in the camera. Like, I know
whole
it's like
soundtrack
I like the eye
4 character
contact,
sheets.
but it's like I'm not. Yes, that is
and then-
awesome.
I'm just gonna say, if you wish to flee now, you may. And that's my turn. And it's
Okay.
Zilla next.
Okay.
He will use his reaction, not his legendary action, but his reaction to respond, and say, "Brother, my course is set, and I will not stop. If you best me today, I will keep my word to you and wait, but I will not stop, and neither will my people." And you see them resolve to continue the combat.
Do you wish? Do you promise to hold your rage until Nixilis is dealt with?
If you beat my people, if you win this conflict, I am true to my word.
Okay.
But we will not stop. Even if I should die.
All right, that's something to think about.
All right. Who's up?
Zilla.
It's me. And I was looking for it everywhere and I found it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use my secret weapon.
Your secret weapon.
My secret weapon. Haha. So now that I have an enemy of my enemy, an ally within 5 feet of an enemy, I'm gonna run up to this guy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna sneak attack with my dagger. And I
It
have
has been-
advantage.
It has been too long.
All right. So that with my dagger.
Wait, how did you
my-
get advantage?
Because I have an enemy within, I mean, an enemy of my enemy within 5 feet.
You don't get advantage doing that. You get sneak attack for doing that. So you, unless you're flanking, you are not flanking because you're not
Oh.
on the other side. You're not on the other side of him. So sneak
Okay.
attack procs 2 different ways: by having advantage or by attacking an enemy that has an enemy within
Okay.
5 feet.
I
But,
rolled
yeah.
2 dice. So would you like me to re-roll or can I expend my inspiration? Since
I'll
we're
let you
about to
spend
hit?
your inspiration to
Okay.
keep your roll.
Okay. So to keep my roll, I had my rapier in with this hand, but with my other hand, I pulled out Romero's soul dagger, and I'm going to stab this guy with my 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
So that's a sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, what is that? Plus, hold on. Remember how many dice are in my sneak attack? 66. Okay. Plus D4.
A little Aerocat says. He says, Soul Jar should work. Or, oh yeah, he says, oh,
We have
yeah,
dimensional
brother,
shackles.
said Hulk Hogan. Put him in a spirit cell, or Soul Jar should work, or force him to draw from the deck.
We do have dimensional shackles, don't we?
Yes.
Do.
We'll figure it out.
All right, so that's going to be Romero's soul dagger, 29 damage to this guy.
Okay. 29 damage. from
29
Romero's
damage.
Soul dagger.
And I was looking for it everywhere. This was the secret weapon thing. I do have 2-weapon fighting. And since rapier is a one-handed weapon, I can, as a bonus action, stab him again.
Woo!
But because of that, I can't add my modifier.
You
this.
have to have you have 2-weapon fighting.
I do.
Do you have another weapon in? Oh, because you use the dagger and then the rapier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They both have
It
to have.
says
Does that give
Do you have the feet?
Yeah, you have the feet.
it says I have 2-weapon fighting.
So 2-weapon fighting just lets you attack with 2 weapons, but the feet lets you attack with non-light weapons.
Yeah, so they both have to be light. A rapier is not light, but since
Rapier's
you
not
didn't
light.
know that, I'll let you swap out another dagger or a short sword instead.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So like everybody has access to weapon fighting as long as they're light.
Oh, a different
weapons.
light melee weapon. I missed that word.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fair. Thank you for pointing that out. I learned
welcome.
something today.
It's okay. I
Um,
learn lots of things every time I play D&D.
Okay.
Usually how bad at math I am.
Then. I will use my. I'm gonna step back because I only went 25 feet. Actually, I'll stay where I'm at. But I will use my bonus action to chug a health potion.
Okay.
And I will actually be chugging the superior healing potion because that's a lot of healing.
That is a lot of healing.
And because we're not fighting to the death. Because he said don't kill them, right?
But
Yeah,
he
he said
knows
don't
them.
kill
Your
them.
best.
No, he says, he said, don't kill them. Let it not be said that I do not have mercy. And then he said, but he's like, but we will not stop. And so even though he is making death saving throws, the fight is not over, is what he's trying to say.
Okay.
And,
And I-
that he's
I will
gonna
use a
continue his
regular-
course to the end.
I'm gonna use a regular potion then.
Okay.
Save my other potion for later. That'll be my turn.
Good turn.
Okay. 2d4. Got it.
Oh, who's up next?
Slow boy, and that's it.
What
Slow
about
boy, Matt-
T-Rex?
T-Rex.
Oh, yes, Reggie, you're right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
bad.
T-Reg. All right, so T-Reg comes before Slowboy, does he not, or does Slowboy
Yes.
go?
T-Reg comes after.
Okay, so T-Reg is gonna. Hold on, I need to get to my roll 20 window, which is here. T-Reg is going to have a go at. What is that? Alara? Is that her name? Or Sarah?
Sarah.
Sarah.
All right, T-Reg is going to make a bite attack on Sarah, or try to. So
Okay.
that's gonna be. Let me get my stat block here. And a D20 here. And that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Great. Let's see. 1d12, 2d12, 3d12, and 4d12. All right.
Oh my
T-Rex
gosh.
time.
That's a lot of D12s.
There's a lot of d12s.
Uh-oh. So that's going to be 34 plus 7, 41 piercing damage. And
Okay.
if the target is a medium or smaller creature, it is grappled with an escape DC of 17. And the target is restrained. And the T-Rex
Oh.
can't bite another target. So that's my first attack. How we doing?
She's still alive,
Okay, cool.
but she does
Um,
cry out to you
Uh,
using her reaction, and says, "Dave."
Dave?
Well, Dave.
Who the hell is Dave?
How meta.
Dave. I know, right? No.
She calls out beyond the screen
It's like,
to the ether.
Greg.
That's not
How
Greg.
Oh,
That's
that's
Reg.
That's Reggie.
She doesn't
But
fucking
she calls
know
out to
Reggie.
she calls out to Greg, who's across the bed, and she says, "Greg, do you not remember when we communed with Arbathod together? How can you reject him so now?"
I reject not Arbathod, but rather I uplift the wrath of nature and deny the wrath of those who wish to kill unnaturally. And also, like, what's Greg got to do with this? This is someone else attacking.
He's your squire, dude. Like,
Yeah.
she knows what's up.
All right, call your friends off, and maybe we'll stop. Stop
Yeah,
what
you're
you're doing,
peeking.
and we won't kill you.
Back off on the mic just a touch. 'Cause
Yeah, you're peeking. Either bring your gain down or
Sorry. Stop. Yeah. So Greg says, pull back and pull out of combat, or we will end you.
our course is fixed.
As is ours.
And I thought your rage was the same as mine.
You cannot possibly know my rage.
I'm a barbarian.
Yeah. No one understands me. That's not in character. That's hats off. But yeah, also, what's his name's turn is not done.
No, I didn't think so. I just want to, in case she dies, I want to make sure she gets her say.
That's her piece.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he's getting to make death saves, you know, if another named character is making death saves, then I think she should be.
Yeah,
all
I mean,
right.
she will. Yeah, I've already declared all these guys will make death saves.
Light, do the thing.
Yeah.
Make it so.
So second attack, T-Rex is going to swing a tail at one of the rangers, the one closest to Sarah. This one here.
Hold on a second. Oh, I took him off the sheet on my thing, but I forgot to take him off the board. That's my bad. This dude is dead.
Oh. All right. Well, is this guy within 10 feet of us?
No.
Is he dead or unconscious? Like he's making death saves?
Yeah, he's making death saves.
All right. Well, then he's dead now.
Did you still want to attack him?
I mean,
like
this is a
the guy that I
T-Rex,
took off the
like,
field.
Unlike Wild Shape, Polymorph, kind of, he's got T-Rex intelligence. I'm pretty sure right now.
Sorry,
Am I
I
right?
guess what I'm saying is like he was already dead before your turn. So if you don't want to make him the target of the tail attack, that's okay. So he won't like if you attack him with
I'll
your
tell you
tail,
what,
he's
I'm
gonna
hold an
like
action.
die.
I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay.
If our dark elf friend, whose name escapes me at the moment,
Dane.
Dane.
if Dane gets back up, he's getting a tail attack.
Okay, if Dane gets back up. All right.
Yeah, if Dane
Sounds
gets
good.
back up, he gets a tail attack to put him back down.
Okay.
And Sarah is grappled.
Awesome. Please take an inspiration point
Thank you.
for good strategy and for the role play.
Hey. Give that to Rugalach.
And now it's slow boy.
And now it's Slow Boy. Slow Boy is going to target Zilla. Oh no. Wait, are you visible, Blixa?
No.
Still not. And doesn't that end at the end of your turn, or do you use it every turn?
I already had another turn, so I didn't use Nature's Veil.
Okay, so you are visible.
I am visible.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, how are you invisible again? Okay, cool. Since the hunter's mark is still on you, he is going to attack. Not with advantage, just regularly. All righty then. Does a 23 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, then you take 12 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then we will attack again. Ooh, I don't think that's going to hit. Does a 13 hit you?
Nope.
Yep, that one misses. All right. That is going to be the end of combat, I believe, right? The end of this
Yep.
round? All right. Guys, this is really good. I can't wait to see what happens next week on Fire and Dice. We are playing next week. Double checking the schedule, Doug.
I am not going to be here, so we'll have to figure something out.
Okay.
Is anyone else not going to be here?
Sorry, we should have had this conversation beforehand. But,
It's okay.
Yeah, that's two characters.
That's two characters, yeah.
Oh, who else is out?
Well, it's Reggie.
No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying
Dave.
he's controlling two characters that are currently playing.
Yeah.
Dave, feel free to.
I'll
no,
hap-
but do you
I'll
mind if we
happily
play
give
that,
authority
or
of
do you
one
want
of
us to
those-
wait?
I mean, at this point, we got to move the story along, so you know, it doesn't bother me considering I'm going to be out a couple times, and I'm going to be out again like in a couple weeks. So keep on moving, and if somebody needs to play my character, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I give Nolan if he wants the responsibility, or Izzy, or Riss, or
I mean,
anybody.
I can do it. I know
Ultimately,
Greg,
whoever
man.
wants to. If anybody wants free run of a pretty tough druid and a little bit of a fighter, please don't kill my fighter. Is all I ask. I kind of like Reggie.
Okay. We will do our best.
Do our best.
He's a T-Rex. He should be fine right now.
Yeah, we'll do right by you.
Cool.
And
we're going to be rating Downtime with Dungeons. And they got 6 viewers, so let's fucking amp it up and give them some love.
Yes.
And it looks like they're playing in person. So I hope they're being safe.
Ooh.
But you know what?
Ooh.
Let's go show them some love.
For them.
All right.
All right.
Have a great night,
All right.
everybody.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you for being here.
See you next
Thank you,
week.
Wolf Child, Ericat, Masamune.
Mwah. Mwah.